take it all off.
All off.
And we are live up in this thing right now. So don't be taking nothing off in front of the camera yet. Just hold your horses right there.
Okay.
Yeah, we already live.
Right,
Don't flash it with that yet. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hello, everyone. I am Paul Wizzo. I want to welcome y'all out to Wizzo Talk. We appreciate you coming in. Wizzo Talk is always uncut, unedited, unpredictable, multiple guests, and multiple topics. So don't y'all go anywhere. If you leave, I'm telling you, you're going to miss out on something. And if you're watching this from Facebook, make sure you click that link in the description and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. It is absolutely 100% free. You like to be a guest on Wizzo Talk, by all means, hit me up in the comments. Hit me at Paul Wizzo. Send me a smoke signal, carrier pigeon, Batmobile, whatever you got to do to give me the message, and we'll get you on the show. And don't worry about a topic, because I got plenty of them. And whenever there's women on this show, best believe sex is going to come up in the room. So y'all better make sure y'all sit on down, get your popcorn, get your baby oil, and all that stuff ready. So we're going to get ready to do our intro, let our guests intro themselves, and we're going to get it popping. And normally, I start with the women. However, this time, I'm going to switch it up, and I'm going to come up to Dr. Savant. Come on with it.
Hey, Goldie. Hi.
Much bliss, everybody. It's Dr. Savant. It's an honor to be here yet again. It's going to be great to talk tonight with other doctors, and I have a masterate in philosophy, and I'm also a deep stroke specialist. So this is going to be a great conversation. Thank you for having me.
All right. Whew.
Do you have a card? No.
I don't have no cards. I just prove it.
Well, damn. All right. Well, JP, I don't know how you gonna follow that, but come on with your intro.
That's a tough act to follow. Just Jason, here again on Wizzo Talk. That's where you can find me usually, giving my opinion and making people mad, or listening to examining the facts for the truth and the opinions for facts, right? I'm happy to be here. Looking forward to it.
All right. That's what's up. Come on, Rico.
Hey, it's Rico. Hey, I'm back once again. I always enjoy coming on with the fellas, although I am excited tonight to see some doctor, educated, melanated women. I want to see how I stand up against all that. So, ladies, hey, just be prepared.
Damn, see, we ain't even got into the podcast, and Dr. Savant talking about deep stroking, and you talking about standing up.
I know.
Y'all wait just for a minute. God almighty.
Good.
Dr. Lewis, did you leave us?
I did not.
Well, we can't hear you and we can't see you.
I'm great. I mean, since I don't have any popcorn,
Okay.
you got some grapes. See, you only got some grapes and some more water.
Okay. Well, you like the fruit. Okay. Well, make sure we know where you dipping them. Come on with your intro.
This is champagne. I don't know if you guys have ever had these. These are called champagne grapes. They are absolutely amazing and taste delicious. Hey, you guys. I am Dr. Tina D. Lewis, affectionately known as the Bottom Line Queen. I am the founder of Global Women Speakers, a women's organization to help women speak on stages around the globe, sell their products and their services, and network internationally. I am super excited to be here today because, I mean, I really don't get unhinged, but today is the day. Just had a root canal, so I'm ready. Over to you, Diane.
Oh,
Hello. Just a root canal. Okay. Hello. I am Dr. Diane Eunice, and I have been a licensed marriage and family therapist and sex therapist for the past 15 years. Those are my favorite topics. I'm also the founder of Beyond the Vows and the Relationship Rehab. I am a proud premier member of Global Women Speakers, and this is a platform for women like myself to travel all around the world and be on stages and empower women.
And make money.
And I was going to make it, no, I'm not going to
make it rain.
But,
okay.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but no. But yeah, so I'm very happy to be here. I cannot wait to get in this conversation wherever it shall lead us.
And best believe here on Wizzo Talk, it always leads to, all roads leads to sex. Believe that. So with that being said, let me cover a few things that I didn't get to cover in the beginning. There is going to be, let's try not to cut one another off. Let's make sure we try to give one another time to say whatever they're saying. We'll work the room. However, if things get too far out of hand, I do have the gavel. I will sound the gavel on y'all ass, the gavel of authority up in here. And before that, before we get going to our first topic, I also have to say that I messaged Dr. Well, before I do that, let me get Dr. Polk there, Polk on this intro before I go into it. Polk.
Oh, very appreciate you. Sorry, I didn't want y'all to see me doing any devouring going on. I know how we can get sometimes. So,
Right. Okay.
It Big Poke Dog, Big Pokey on all social media formats. I am an explorer of the truths of reality. I will say that first and foremost, facts over feelings, empirical evidence before anything else. That's what I'm gonna bring today, and maybe get into a little innuendo, depending on how good the ladies are.
All right. Well, cool. With that being said, here we go with this right here. So I messaged Dr. Tina a while back or whatever, and I say, hey, I appreciate y'all wanting to come on. I want to make sure that you bring the heat. So her words to me was heat, ? Explanation mark. That's an understatement. We are the fire. She said heat is a byproduct, brother. I say, well, damn. So with that being said, that led me to do what I needed to do. I had to go get my damn fire extinguisher to cool my damn computer down in case shit get too hot. I also have the fire department on standby at multiple locations. And had she not bring no fire up in here, she will be thrown to the wolves, and she don't want to be up in there with them wolves. I'm just telling you that right now.
I'm gonna come back.
She gonna bring the fire. All right, cool. All right, y'all. One more thing before I usually get started. I always do something a little bit different. So what I want to ask you guys, I'm gonna ask everybody the same thing, and I'll go first. But I want to know what's one thing that you like for your partner to do. And I'm saying partner because some people do how they do. So just one thing that you like for your partner to do. And I started out and I just say, I like when my lady cut my toenails. For some reason, I like to put my feet up there and just let her get to going at it, and that shit just feel good to me. So that's just me. That's one thing I like for her to do. Dr. Diane, what is one thing you like for your partner to do? And if some of y'all don't have a partner, at one time you did.
I like him to give me orgasms.
Okay, orgasm. Okay.
I like to be stimulated intellectually. And so I like to have multiple orgasms.
All right, that's what's up. Multiple orgasm. Dr. Tina, you got something in your mouth?
Always.
Okay. Well, we're going to let you finish because we definitely want you to finish.
I like for a partner to give me a tight hug and kiss me on my forehead. I love that the most.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Rico, what you like for your partner to do?
Man, look, I'm gonna keep it PG-13.
Why? No, don't come with that bullshit.
Hey, no, it's not bad. It's not bad. No, man, I like for it to be hitting, rubbed on the face with titties.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, rubbed on
don't let these ladies make you nervous, Rico. Rico, you talking all nervous and shit. What?
Hey, well, okay. I like to be rubbed, like put them things in my face.
What things?
What?
Them
what
titties.
Things?
Them titties.
Oh shit, we gotta beat it out of you tonight. They didn't make you nervous. Damn, Dr. Savant, what is one thing you like for your partner to do? You muted. Unmute. You muted. You muted.
Hey, my bad. I thought I unmuted. That was crazy. But from what I've seen so far, it seemed like people really miss their parents because a lot of this stuff sounds like stuff parents would do. Tight hugs and forehead kisses is absolutely crazy. But me personally, after a long, hard day and a good lunch, I like to come home and get a blumpkin from the one I love the most.
Damn it.
What is the blumpkin?
Damn it.
You know what?
What?
I like to get a blumpkin from the one I love the most.
A blumpkin.
What the hell is that?
Don't worry about it.
What's a
Please
blumpkin?
A blumpkin is when you come home and you got the bubble guts and you got to take a good old shit and
I remember.
you get your lady to give you some head while you're taking a dump. Oh my god.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Oh,
All right. Well, Jason,
that's one for the books.
Is there emojis or somewhere where we can like raise
I need
or
one.
anything like that?
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
emojis. Or
I don't
anything
see
in here?
emojis.
no, I don't have any of that. Our emojis is our own expressions. Jason, I don't know how you gonna follow that shit, but what's one thing you like your partners to do?
Partner.
Listen.
With an S.
I'd like to point out that I want to call foul for you keep having me follow Dr. Savant. I'd like to be put somewhere else in the rotation on the other side of the room. That being said, I appreciate unwanted touch. Not unwanted. I'm sorry, uninitiated, unprompted. Right. If my woman if you just touch me when you feel like it, and not when you think I feel like it, then that's a plus for me.
All right.
Touch me like where?
Anywhere. I'm your man. Let's do it.
Okay.
Ear, back of neck, chest, toe.
All of that. Just don't. I don't like nobody touching my face, G. I don't like nobody touching my face.
Really?
I second that.
No, that's an ongoing joke in my home.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's
Hey,
what's up.
Wizzo. Wizzo.
I gotta get pokey first, but go ahead,
okay.
Rico. Go ahead.
No. I just want. I'll come back. It's a question for Dr. Diane.
Okay, yeah. Let me go on and give a pokey, and then we're gonna get off into the podcast. Poke, what's one thing you like your partner to do?
I like to be bit, and not gently either. Like yeah, I like to be bit. Like especially because it does something to me. It's very I don't know the word that I want to use.
Animalistic.
Sure. That I didn't want to do that because we're black. I was looking for another
Primal.
word.
Primal.
Primal. There
right?
we go. It's
Primal.
it elicits a very primal response from me. Like
All
so
right.
I like to be bit, and
All right, that's what's up.
anywhere except my face. I'm kind of with Jason on that. Yeah.
Damn, she can even
Yeah,
bite him on the
anywhere
dick.
except my face. Yeah, I like to
Damn.
be bit, and it
All right, that's what's up.
gets me going.
All
Hey,
righty.
Poke,
Let me
have
think.
you ever- Hey, Poke, have you ever told him to bite down on it?
Yes, my brother, I have.
Okay. Good. So let me thank all of our viewers out there for watching right now. Flowers, we see you in the comment. Appreciate you on Flowers. We know you Flowers, y'all will be on August the 5th. So with that being said, we got all that shit out the way. Rico, what's one thing you say because we get to get into our first topic?
Okay. For Diane, since Dr. Lewis asked Jason where he liked to be touched, I would like to know, when you said you like a man to give you a good eargasm, exactly what does the man do to give you that?
Pokey no.
Mm-hmm. It's just the way he talks to me, the deep conversation. There's a word for people like us, and I can't think of it right now, but but yeah, just having some deep conversations that really turns me on.
Okay.
And he knows that. So when I say orgasms, that's where I mean, where he's filling me up with, some good deep conversation, because that will lead to, of course, other things.
Already.
Yeah,
what's
that's
up.
what I mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good. So we
Hey,
off to
yo.
a good start now. Go ahead, Sam.
Y'all wanted to ask, does that also go with verbal abuse?
Mm-mm.
God damn it.
Because verbal abuse can turn a girl
I
on.
love-
I see.
You're right, it can, but not for me.
Okay.
No.
All right. That's what's up.
Why he went?
And we better get ready to get in our own first topic here. But I say Flowers. How in the hell Flowers gonna say, "Hey, Jay Payne," and she ain't said shit? Oh, well, she did say, "Hey, y'all." Okay, I'm about to get
See?
jealous like a motherfucker. Shit.
See?
Okay, I'm being messy. Okay, here we go. Dr. Tina,
Yes.
Shout out to JR.
I am ready for you to throw out that fire, and I got the fire extinguisher cooler computer down. So bring that shit. What's up?
Okay, so my topic is money, finances. Okay. Let's talk about that, right? Everyone always talking about, the men should be responsible, the men should take care of the household. No romance without finance, it costs to be the boss, etc. So I want to know from a man's perspective, and I know there are a lot of women, especially global women speakers, that are listening. A lot of my followers and friends are listening, and instead of talking to girls about what a man thinks about it or how they feel, I want you gentlemen, including Savon, to tell us, exactly what's your take on it. Like, what do you feel? But I want it to be raw and uncut. Okay. I want it to literally be straight up. I mean, don't worry about, what people will think about it. Just right off the top of your head, no thought, just exactly how do you feel? Because that's one of the things that is plaguing households, social media, relationships, etc. Like, who should pay? Should it be a joint? Are you old school? Do you take care of everything, or do you think the woman should take care of a man? Like, give it to me. What do you think?
Okay. Well, we're gonna give it to you. And one thing you don't never have to worry about here on Wizzo Talk, we will give it to you raw. Now we won't give it to you in the pussy raw, but we will definitely give it to you verbally raw because there's too much shit out there floating around. So we are always raw, uncut, and unedited. So that's just how we roll. So Poke Dog, give it to a raw.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. No, so yeah, I'm going to say that from a traditional standpoint, and I do mean a traditional standpoint, then you are supposed to take care of the majority of finances. Now, that means that the woman is traditional as well, though. Let me make that caveat clear. But generally, house note, car note, stuff like that, you should be able to handle it. And, you know, because a man is defined by him being able to take care of a family.
Okay.
Even if you're dating,
No.
Or are we talking about, because there's so many, there are many layers to that. Because some people think, well, we start dating, then that means I'm supposed to get my this done. He's supposed to pay for this, or she's supposed to pay for this. Are we talking about if we're in a committed relationship, or what are we talking about?
I'm sorry. So when I said traditional, I thought that understood that we're talking about a married couple.
A married couple. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me make that. Yeah, a married couple.
So you know what? How about you gentlemen, you give two, a married and a dating scenario, because we talk about traditional, but because of statistics and what has happened in, I would say, most families, African American families, the traditional household is jagged, right? It's been I'm not going to say destroyed because I still believe in it, but I'm going to say I would like to have your married version, you know, the cliff notes, as well as a dating version, because most people that listen to the podcast, they may not be married. Some may be in a relationship, some may not be in a relationship and be married. So if you can give us the cliff notes for both. Okay.
Rico, come on, give us the cliff notes for
on
both.
the traditional side. I'll speak on that part first. But in today's world, I just don't believe that it's possible to have in our, especially in our communities, or most people that have regular jobs, to have a traditional relationship. The cost of living it is entirely too high. The average salary in for a man, for us, is probably like 48 to 55,000 a year. That's just not enough money for a man to cover all of the bills, take care of the woman, and all that. So the reality is, in today's world, 50-50 is the reality, because like what Dr. Diane said a second ago about they want you in the beginning to do this. No, girls and 8 hoes want you to do that in the beginning. A lady who knows she's not going to want a man, hey, pay for my time. Hey, I'm going out with you. You should pay to get my hair and nails done. No, I see that crap all the time online. I don't believe that ladies pop it like that. So I believe that, yes, it should be traditional. Everyone should play their roles. But in today's society, it's just not financially possible for a man to cover everything and take care of a family by himself. A woman should be able to recognize the situation and be okay with having to pay half of the bills. But a woman who I just met, she will not get any of my finances other than maybe a meal.
Okay, Dr. Savant.
In modern day, as opposed to I guess older days, women are now modern day harlots. So a lot of women expect to be paid for things, just to be doing things randomly. And then you might have a few of them that just like to do freaky things just because. But I think one of the major things that society suffers from is that women think that they can be equal to men when it comes to sexuality. Now, in a lot of ways, I believe women are greater than men. But when it comes to being sexually equal to men, you're a whore. Most men are whores. So if you want to be what a man is, you're a whore. But the thing is, men don't expect to get paid for fucking. Women do. You want somebody to take care of you. Me personally, I like kicking with broke bitches because they don't expect much. You could $10 bottle of wine, bitch, and she gonna be impressed. Now, see, you kick it with one of these women, doctor in their names, they gonna eat wine grapes and shit. I don't want to buy all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go get you a cold cut out my refrigerator. And I'm trying to make you some noodles with hot dogs in it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to trick out. You know what I'm saying? On some cheap shit.
You make spread, okay?
Yeah. You gotta do them nice. You know what I'm saying? Bake some chicken, throw a little hot sauce on it, throw it back in the oven.
Hot sauce.
You gotta do it slight. Now, when you get a wife, I would say that it's in the type of economy we live in today. It would be nice for a man to take care of everything, the type of world that we live in anymore, right? It's going to take two people really humping to get it done. Now, either she's going to want to redo the housework and I'm going to work 2 jobs, or she's going to work a job, I'm going to work a job. We both do housework. People don't really understand compromise anymore. So as a man, I would rather do it alone because I don't need nothing but a TV and a couch. A woman going to need 3 goddamn chase couches, 2 TVs, and all type of shit.
All right. Damn, Jason, guess who you got to go behind again?
You think I didn't peep it when you did it? I peeped it when you did it.
I'm gonna fix it up next time. Okay, I'm gonna pick it up next time.
How I'm supposed to follow that?
You got it already, no? Because you've been taking notes.
Foot forward.
All right, what I have is under the category of being in a married relationship. My personal standard, and I'm going to speak anecdotally, I'm going to speak for myself. My personal standard is that I need to see some type of financial buy-in, right? Well, let me do that different. Let me start with dating. Same thing with dating. I got to see a financial buy-in because even if you have a situation where a high-earning woman is dating a high-earning man, let's in this example to make everything easy, let's make them both earn $100,000 a piece, which is double what Rico said is the normal, right? So let's say we got a woman making $100,000 plus, and you got a man making $100,000 plus. If we start dating, the reality is both of us are living a lifestyle that's higher than what most do. Meaning, if you earn that kind of money, it's not abnormal to say, meet me in NYC for this date, or you live in LA, I'll be out there. So let's go on a date. Or you're in LA and I'm in New York, let's meet in Chicago and spend the weekend. Like, this is normal for those type of people individually to travel and move that way. So when you have 2 people that join together and decide to date, and that's what their income looks like, I think it's disrespectful for the woman to continually depend on the man to provide financially more than what 50-50 would be during the dating process. Because if he's making 100 and you're making 100, but he's spending 10,000 a month every 2 months on you to try to woo you, now he's on the bottom. Now you got 100,000 a year and he's got 90, he's got 80 because he's the one being the man and outputting. Now, if the situation is in my example, I would be more comfortable even if I do say, okay, I'll pay and we're going to go to New York or whatever. And then next time she say, well, you know what, let me pay for that flight for you when we meet in Chicago, since you got the last one. That's respectful. And what that's doing, it's not making me feel like less than a man or making me feel any better that she's doing it as far as the finances go. What it's doing is showing me that she's buying in. She's buying into my time, my attention. She really is feeling me. This is not something that she's doing temporarily. She's putting, because most wise people that are making that kind of money anyway, you put your money where your mouth is. If you're really feeling something or you're really feeling a person, then you kind of put your money behind, or anything, right? You put your money behind things that you care about and that you want to bring into your space in your life. If you have a scenario where these 2 people are average or below average earners, then I think it's the same thing. And I think it's even more egregious for you to know that this guy is making $40,000 a year and you make $40,000 a year, but you expect him to pay every time y'all go to Applebee's. You ain't shit. And I don't want nothing to do with you but drink that Capri Sun when I leave. You know what I'm saying? And so I think as far as dating, we're going to never be in a situation with me personally where I'm paying the bill or footing the bill for everything, regardless of what caliber of dating that we're doing. When it comes to marriage, I need to see an initial or that continued buy-in financially. But there is a break point in my life and with my relationships where a person can say to me, hey, we're doing this well financially, or this is what our financial outlook looks like. Or if we downsize here and we turn things up there, then I don't have to go to work and I don't want to go to work anymore. Are you okay with that? The answer to a wife would be absolutely. Let's figure that out financially. And if you don't want to contribute financially, that's fine. That's just, again, this is my personal take. I know I have brothers and friends who absolutely would, regardless of how much they earn, would not allow their women to, or be okay with their women not working or not bringing in the income, even if they keep it all to themselves. They just don't want them around that much, or they, whatever reason they have, they want the extra income. I don't know. But then there's other people who are so traditional in their thought process that I know that they absolutely refuse to be with a woman who does work. They don't want their women to work, regardless. Even if they're assistant manager at McDonald's, they feel like, hey, I got it, right? So it's so many variables that goes into this conversation, but by and large, again, that's why I went with the anecdotal answer with how I feel about the situation. This is how I treat those situations.
All right, I got you next, Pope. And I'm gonna just say, for me, if my woman is making, girlfriend, whatever status we at that point in time is making, or if I'm making $10 million a year, she will work. She will start her own business. She will do something. She will not be a house mom or whatever. She will earn something. I don't care what it is. She can start her own. But to go ahead and saying that, like in the beginning, I don't even think finances really come up. I think people kind of start out as fucking, and somewhere down the line, you may cover some finances. I got you after Pokey, Jason, because Pokey said he was going to go next. And hold up a second, y'all. I'll be trying to keep a little bit of order there going. And somewhere down the line, but now again, like Jason was saying, this is me and this is what I thought. Everybody will have their own different things about what they think. You know, I've been married a couple of times and I didn't cover finances at the beginning of it or whatever like that. It didn't come into play to way later on down the line. However, if I'm taking my date out, you know, I will pay a couple of times here or whatever in there. But after we didn't date it a couple more times than went out, if I'm paying for the meal, you leaving a tip or you doing something, I am not paying for everything. I don't give a damn how much money I make. I'm not paying for everything. And if I get to where if I start seeing where you expected me to pay every time, then I'm gonna let your ass know right off the rip. Say, babe, I need you to leave a tip, but I didn't pay for it. If we go to the movies, if I'm buying the tickets, she buying the popcorn. And me and my lady, we do that to this day, right to this day. Now, however, I will sometimes go ahead and say, don't worry about it. I got it. But sometimes to me, it's just for them to just even offer. If you just offer, if you just sit back and expect it from me all the time, then I got a problem. Then you want me to do it all the time. Yeah, I make more than you or you make more. We're not going to have that like that. Now, as we get married or whatever, then we start putting the bills together and start looking at the finances. I will not have a joint bank account with my wife. I'm not going to do it. You know, and we get married and she bring all her credit cards in. Those are her credit cards. That shit not mine. You know, and so I'm not paying none of that shit, but we will split the regular house, light, water, whatever. We get ready to go on a vacation. We'll work all that shit out right there, but we're going to work together. And if I see that you ain't going to work together with me on it, well, hell, I guess I is just going to be sitting at home looking at the goddamn walls. But we're going to work together on the finance thing. Y'all, let me say this real quick. PM, you watching PM? I had sent you a link. You were supposed to be on this podcast tonight. Two other ladies didn't show up. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. I saw some people taking some notes. I'm usually always quick with mine. I need to hit up Pokey and Jason. Then we'll see if the ladies have something else, some comments. I got you next, Rico, after the ladies. Poke, you threw your hand up?
Yes, sir. So one thing, Rico, my brother, that 50-50 talk, like if we're talking about marriage, it's not 50-50. It's 100-100. Your 100 plus my 100, however the relationship goes, is going to be greater than 200. That's how that should work.
Oh shit.
He melted.
Oh shit.
Am I still
Damn, Pope.
talking?
Go ahead. We still hear you though.
Yeah. Still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead. We hear you.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, you did.
And what I was saying was about the
You got
50-50.
bit.
Like I dislike that conversation because it's like, well, I got half to keep to myself. If we're talking about marriage, we're talking about the covenant of marriage. It is 100, 100. And those two 100s should equal 1,000, not 200. And that's why I said traditional, and I guess I didn't expound on that enough. But I'm talking about the covenant when I say traditional. I'm talking about you've got rules that both of you can abide by and can hold each other accountable to. When you're talking about dating, especially in now in today's climate of dating, it's such a freestyle thing. And that's why I always say most of the time y'all are talking about situationships, because especially when I hear people talking about their dating with intent, well, you're dating with intent to what? Because if you're dating with intent to marry, then you've got rules that you should follow and rules that you should have whoever your partner is looking for to abide by as well. Which is why when we're talking about dating in today's climate without having rules to follow, it comes off as a situationship to me. Like both of y'all get to freestyle. This is where you hear, well, 50-50. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay for the popcorn, or I don't want to pay for the movie this time, and stuff like that. When generally speaking, when courting was a thing, money wasn't involved because it was actually about getting to know that person to make sure that they were going to be compatible. Jason's word, compatible for the intent of being married, of starting a family, of being a greater part of the community. So, especially when people our age are dating, I find it a bit vexing when they're trying to freestyle it and not be honest about it, instead of focusing on what the intent is. Because again, if you're intent on dating to get married, you have rules to follow, and the person you're looking to marry should be abiding by those same rules. And it's not your rules, it's not her rules, his rules. It's the rules. But
Okay.
I'll stop right there.
All right, ladies, I'm gonna let you go in just a second. Let me see what Jason and then Rico, and then we're gonna see what the ladies got, because I see y'all writing, so I know we about ready for it. So, Jason, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna be brief. I just looked down at my notes and realized that I also didn't bring up until I heard you say it, where you say people getting together, not even talking about finances. And like I know, as far as a part of my dating process, I absolutely always wanted to. Eventually, it's not something in the very beginning, but in the very beginning, I would try to ask a broad stroke question to find out what arena you are kind of in. Number one. Number two. And what I mean by that is I'm going to say, hey, where do you work? You see what I'm saying? Now, if you say, oh, I work at the airport, I'm just going to say, okay, because you could be a janitor, you could be a pilot, right? You could be air traffic control. I don't know what you do. So I'm not necessarily, because I'm still just trying to get to meet you. I just want to make sure that, I'm not getting myself in a situation where it'll be impossible for you to economically keep up with what I'm trying to do in my life. And so regardless of how you look or how you make me feel or how compatible to me you are, we will lack that compatibility if you say, hey, I work at Luby's on the line serving food, and I'm gonna want to go, like you heard me, I'm gonna want to go on a weekend to Vegas just to hang out just because, you know what I mean? So I know that that's not feasible for you. So why would I would be intentional about not tying my life into yours if that's the case. And so again, broad strokes. The other, like women that don't make money. Hey, he's not wrong. Meaning because I tell a lot, I got a couple of guys that I mentor, and I tell them all the time, you got to make sure you can afford to date. I don't care what that number is or what that looks like, because if your rent is $300 a month, but you make $1,000 a month, and you see what I'm saying? Like, you may have a situation where you can afford to date, even though you don't make a lot of money, but it has to make sense for you. So you do have to evaluate those things. I know that when he said it, it was funny to me, and it was funny to a few of us, but it's really a lot of seriousness in that. And Then I wanted to say real quick, when you were talking, you said you never have a joint bank account and that her credit cards are hers and yours are yours. My life is opposite. I do want a joint bank account. I want you to see what I got going on with, that's public as far as the household income. I want to see how you're moving. I want to see where you're wasteful financially, where you're not, show you where I am. So we can establish, somebody was talking about, I think it was Pope talking about rules. This is the way that we're going to establish those rules. And we need to understand who's in a marriage situation, who's paying the bills. Who's managing the money? Who's in charge of savings? Who's in charge of investing? Who's in charge of being the person that says, even though you are the man of the house, or even though I'm the woman and I do all the bills, we can't afford to do that. And the other partner have to acquiesce to that, right? So those things absolutely have to be talked about. And I think it was PM in the comments was saying that Black people suffer from booty before duty. And that's the truth. Like we go through shit later and find out 2 years into a relationship that we're not compatible with the person, whether it be sexually, financially, ethically, a bunch of different, morally, it's a bunch of different ways to be incompatible. And by the time you find out, for most of us as Black people, by the time we find out, we're too deep into the relationship to just walk away.
All right, let's hear from Rico. Then we'll hear from Dr. Diane and then work this up. So Rico, what's up?
All right, hey, this for the ladies.
Not another question though. Hopefully it's staying along that same lines, because if you start another question, then we're gonna start on something whole different. So is it
it's around okay. What she spoke about.
Okay.
About women when they ask for money or pay for a hair something within the first month. 2-part question. How do y'all feel about that? Do you think it's appropriate? Also, what if the woman makes more? Is the man still expected to pay the bulk of the bills?
I think it's going to have to be some conversation about it. The problem is nobody talks about it at the beginning and there's assumptions. So one of the things I've noticed when I'm working with folks who are dating is they don't have conversations about money. Everything right now is stars in your eyes and, it's about sex. And so, and then you become emotionally attached to that person because that's what sex does, right? But I always encourage people to talk about those things. It may not have to be at the beginning, but don't make assumptions that he's going to pay for your meals every week or that he's responsible for paying for this or that. The problem I see is that some men will start off doing that, because I had one guy tell me he had a baddie. So he was taking care of all her bills and he was doing this. Then he realized that there was no substance to this person. But you've been paying all of her bills and you've been taking care of her hygiene and all of these things. And the sex was really good. But now you want to go to a different level, but she has nothing to bring with her, right? There is the conversation. They can't even have deep conversations. Doesn't know what's going on in the world. Doesn't know anything about finances, So we have to be careful how we start relationships, because you can't get mad and change the game, change the rules in the middle of the game, because now you want something a little bit different. Because now you have to go back and say, no, I'm not going to be able to pay for your whatever this week, right? I'm not going to be able, I don't want to do that. Well, you set it up this way. And so there was something that was said about 50-50 and 100.
Yeah.
And when you're in a relationship, so I don't believe in 100, 50-50s, because I may be at 100 today, but next week I may not have the capacity to be at 100. I may be only able to give you 70. Right? You may come in and you might not have 100 for me, but I can give you 30 today. I can give you 20 today. But if you're in that partnership, then your partner is going to show up with that 80. They're going to show up with whatever you're lacking. So this 50-50, 100, I try to really stay away from those percentages, because we give at the capacity that we're able to. Whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whether it's sexually, we may not have that 100 to give. But if whatever type of relationship we're in, then we're going to, especially if it's a long-term relationship and we have that understanding, I may come in, I only have 20. But you got to talk about it, right? You can't just come in at 20 and not have that conversation, because they're expecting that other 80 from you. So I try to move away from that, because that just causes to me, it can cause division in relationships. I'm giving at the capacity, the mental, physical, spiritual, financial capacity that I have to give you in this moment. And so hopefully we're in relationships where that's an understanding, where that partner will be like, well, if you don't have the 20 today, I got your 80, right? If you don't have that with 70 today, I got that other 30. So we need to be having those conversations, in my opinion, rather than breaking things down in 50-50, 100-100s, because in reality, that doesn't always work out. And it may not always work for our relationship. What if that person loses their job? They ain't got 100 to give you, But our job when they're down like that is, are we going to handle that they can't bring that 100 to the relationship financially? Are they going to be penalized for that? Or are we going to step in and fill in that gap until they get something? So these are just conversations. I mean, these are real conversations and real issues that people are having, but it's because we're making assumptions going into these relationships of how that person is supposed to behave, how they're going to show up for us. We need to be talking about it, because at the end of the day, dating, for when I'm working with women, are we wife ready? Right? Some women are dating, especially when they get a little older, they don't want to date just to be dating. But are you in preparation? That's the question. Are you in preparation to be that wife? Are you meeting, people have all these requirements. Are you meeting the requirements of your own requirements? And that's a conversation, of course, I have a lot with women, because I specialize in working with them, but we have all these damn lists and all these boxes that need some checks. And if that person's not checking, but you ain't checking not one of those boxes either.
You're doing God's work.
Damn, you're not even meeting the requirements of your requirements.
Yeah.
So he's supposed to swoop in and manage your emotions, your finances, your the spirituality. That doesn't work that way. Right. But what are you bringing to the table? I had a woman say, well, I am the table. Really? No. And they said, well, what do you think? I said, well, when I'm asked, what do you bring to the table? I remember telling my guy, I watch and see what you don't already have on the table. And that's what I bring to the table. We don't just come thinking that and making assumptions that we're going to fill up a man's table. What is he missing? And are we able to fill his table with those things? And it's vice versa too.
Gotcha. Okay, let's go with Seven. I saw Dr. Savannah. I saw you, but I had already said we was gonna go to Dr. Tina next, and then after Dr. Tina, Dr. Savannah, we'll get you. So, Dr. Tina.
Wow, I am totally just listening and taking it all in, because there's a lot of nuggets that has been shared. And first of all, I appreciate each and every one of you males for simply sharing your perspective, because that's important. And so sometimes it's hard when you're inside of the fishbowl, right? When you're inside of it, to be able to share what you really feel to the one that you're dating. So being able to express it on this open forum is awesome. And yes, I did take a lot of notes, and I'm going to just speak for myself. For me, I do absolutely, hands down, 100% expect a man to do for me. Absolutely. There is no question, whether it's buying meals or whatever, gifts, etc. I expect all of that. Why? Because I give all of that. Like, I will pay. When I go out on a date or something, and I'll go, like, I have to go to the restroom and I'll pay for the bill. and just say thank you, for everything. Thank you for being here, whatever on the receipt. And when it comes to the table, they're like, "Oh, you paid it." I'm like, "Yeah, I paid it. It's all good." It's not that I want to show that I can afford it or anything like that. It's just that men have. I'm going to speak about Black men. Okay, so if you're listening to this and you're not Black, I'm speaking of my brother, the Black man. That's what I'm speaking of. That fine specimen. That's what I'm talking about. So I just believe, for me, um, Black men are an endangered species. They are beat up by every single person, every place that they go. And so I want to be his peace, right? I want to make sure that he's at peace. And so whatever I can do to make his life easier, if he makes 40,000 and I make 150,000, I'm going to say there's a problem here. We got to fix that. Why you only make 40,000? Like, don't depend on somebody to give you a job. Let me see if I inject 10,000 into that. What is it that you want to be? What do you want to do? What's your goal? Let's start a business, because it is my job. I have been predestined and preordained to be a helpmate. And I want to be exactly that. I want to build something. I mean, I'm a woman, I have been created to multiply. So if you bring home, the yeast, I'm going to make tons of bread, right? I am going to multiply it. I'm going to see how, like, if you're not happy with your job, I'm going to be like, well, stop, quit. Like, done. I want us to be happy. And if you're not happy at work, then it's going to bleed into our household. It's going to bleed into your manhood. It's going to bleed into your relationships. And I don't want that. I don't want the byproduct of you being out in the world and not being happy. Like, I want you to be happy doing what you do. So for me, yes, I do have expectations. I do not want to be unequally yoked, no matter where it is, spiritual, financially, physically, emotionally, at all. Like, I want to build something. We have to own something. We have to have a business. We have to be able to, be able to take care of your family or my family, or have an extra room in case somebody needs it. We're going to have to be able to donate, to write a check if somebody needs it. And so that's where I am. So I do talk about money in the beginning, because if we're unequally yoked, it's no need. Like, I am not, I let them know in the beginning, hey, I'm celibate. And if that's an issue, you might as well just leave now. Like, we can be friends, we can hang out. I like your company, but I'm telling you, this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. I let them know. Everybody's like, don't tell them in the beginning. No, I got to tell them in the beginning, because I don't have time to waste. There's so many other things that I could be doing. I could be traveling. I could be having brunch. There's so many. I could be building other businesses. I could be helping more women with their businesses. So I talk about it in the beginning. Like, sex, money, all the hard conversations I like to have, because I want a man that has emotional intelligence. Like, they can have those hard conversations without bowing out, backing down. Like, we don't have to do that. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me. Like, it's all good. Like, it's easier for me to have those conversations in the beginning. The second thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to yield the floor, is that Jason talked about joint bank accounts. Like, I believe that we should have separate bank accounts, but also have a joint one, because most women, and I know, ladies, you're going to get mad at me, but I'll say most women do not have financial literacy. They just don't. And some men don't as well, right? So I want to give my money to the person that's the most financially responsible, because that's our legacy. That's our livelihood. Like, if the woman is shopping, buying bags, just spending money ridiculously, then she doesn't deserve to. She needs an allowance. She needs an allowance, like, because you got to look at the bigger picture. We need people in our community. We need people who are visionaries, people that can say, you know what, we want this $1 million house, and this we have to do right now for it. Like, there's so many things. Like, I totally love it. And then, who is that? Rico. Rico is like, well, if you suppose a woman makes more money, oh yeah, I still want a gift. I still want you to do nice things for me. It's not about the money. It's about the gifts. It's not about the gifts. It's about the thought. Like, if you make less money, that means you don't have to buy me something that's out of your budget. It's the small things that count. It's the effort. That's what matters. And then dating 2 months and somebody do my hair, I don't ask men to maintain me, because I'm going to maintain myself. If I'm getting my hair done when I meet you, why do I need you all of a sudden to pay for my hair? That doesn't even make sense.
I agree.
Unless, yeah,
Agree.
like if it's something that you want to do because that's what I do and whatever, then that's great. But both of us have a lifestyle and a standard of living that we're accustomed to. And I think it's our responsibility, our obligation to make sure that we help each other maintain that and put it together, and have the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that exists. That's just my take, you guys. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. I don't want to be thankfully yoked, and I'm not looking for a broke ass, beat your ass, cheat ass, lion ass. I'm looking for Boaz.
Oh shit, Boaz.
I like
all
it.
right. All righty. Y'all, before Dr. Savant go, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I mean, I noticed this. I mean, I appreciate y'all don't know how much I appreciate this. You guys not making this like no fucking Jerry Springer show. I mean, everybody's patiently waiting. They taking a few notes. They not just yelling and yapping and shit like that. So I really appreciate that. I just wanted to point that out. I'm just throw the damn gavel over to the fucking side somewhere because we don't even fucking need it.
We're all
But,
adults here.
I appreciate that. With that being said, yes, let's go with Dr. Savant, and then I don't know, I'll go after him, and then I don't know who else might want to go on something. Doctor.
Dr. Savant in the building.
Yes, I am definitely gonna walk the fuck out the back door because what I've learned here today is what I've learned from talking to women in society, and I've talked to a lot of women, and the crazy thing is, a lot of women I've talked to, I've realized that I was definitely standing in a mental institution because women are delusional, man. Yo, so check this out. If I ask a woman what she brings to the table, and the woman tells me she is the table, one thing I know is this: I've never saw a two-legged table. So if Shorty got 3 legs or 4, I'm beating her ass because I got 3 legs. There's no fucking way she got more than 2. Nah, I'm not going. And check this out. Any woman who says she wants an emotionally available man is looking for a fucking woman. Ain't no fucking soft, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you want to be dominated, or do you want a motherfucking sister wife? Like, what are you looking for, man? Like, we gotta stop this, right? And then when we were talking about the whole 100, 150, 50, I think that when we think about these things, we automatically jump to financial things, right? These things are not just meant to be financial. We're talking about spiritually, mentally, physically.
Right.
If you're not bringing me 100 physically, I'm fucking your friend. You're like, you crazy, man. Like, hell no. I'm not about to pay your bills. If I'm making majority of the money, Shorty, and you not making some good money, if you making a little bit, I'm pimping you, bitch. You give me everything you got. Man. Hey, because one thing I know for sure is women really not good with money. So you gonna give me all that shit, and I'm gonna take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, right? They are very selfish in this society. We live in a very selfish society, bro. So when we look at a lot of things, right, they're one-sided when it comes to men. Just the simple fact that women expect men to do so much and then they provide so little. We're dealing with women that want to be treated like housewives and don't even want to have children or be a housewife.
Oh, wow.
You want all these things, but what the fuck are you providing, Shorty? I'm not the only person providing here. I don't even need you to multiply the shit I got. I could do that myself. Most men, listen, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but most men here are raised by women who taught them how to be independent in a way it's where they don't even need a woman. How many women have you actually seen their daddies be really raising them to not have a man? I've seen a lot of women get raised to not understand how to treat a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting when you listen to a lot of these women, because you got women who think that titles matter to men. Bitch, I'll choose somebody that work at fucking Wendy's over I choose you. You crazy. I don't want to hear that motherfucking smart shit come out your mouth, because 9 times out of 10 it's not smart. A lot of the times women be thinking they be saying some smart shit and really it just be hellified selfish. Like, chill out, shorty. Like, you not what you think you are. And I'm trying to humble you. I'm trying to help you grow something, because one thing I know for sure, women are not that stoic. I ain't never seen shit, no books about no great women philosophers, man. Have y'all? Let me know if I'm wrong, because I ain't seen none of that shit. Where the fuck the women philosophers at? Show me something great that's coming from the feminist shit other than women talking about some I gave life. Yeah, after somebody nutted in you. That's one thing that happened.
Oh Lord.
Somebody busting that motherfucker. So while you over here talking about I'm trying to get pregnant, just know everybody know you getting cream pie. We respect you for it. But the women, y'all are so delusional when it comes to these things because you have to understand your place. Every man understands their place, and if we don't, we get put in our place. So there's a level of respect that comes along with this, right? That y'all don't want to sit with. Like I said before, you want all the glory, but you don't want anything that comes with the shit. You know what I'm saying? You want all this, I'm the leader, until you find out that you fuck society up. That's what comes on with being a leader. You gotta take the blame. Take the fucking blame and be better.
All righty. Let me
I'm the mama.
Let me thank all our viewers out there for watching. Hey, I appreciate the comments. All I guess y'all should be able to see the comments on the side too. I share them on the screen periodically, and if you would like to engage in any one of those comments, feel free. But y'all appreciate the comments. Keep them coming in. And one of my guests, she's thought the podcast was tomorrow, but actually it was today, so she apologized in the chat. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I need to hear from PM, and then I don't know whoever want to go after that next. Y'all just throw a hint. Oh, poke. Okay. PM, let me see what you got coming to the table.
Hey man, what's good? It's your boy PM Lifestyle Podcast. I was just listening in to y'all crazy as usual. Thanks for having me on the show, man, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Just to see what the rest of this show is gonna be like. So I'm here for it.
All right, that's what's up. So, Poke, I saw you shaking your head earlier, I think, when Dr. Diane was talking about those percentages and 50-50s and 100s and a couple other things. So I know you waiting to go in. So,
yes, sir.
Dr.
Yes,
Diane,
bring it on.
Here he comes.
Let's go.
So that in particular, like before I get to that, you had said something about some partner you know who was tricking, and then it came back and bit him in the ass.
Yeah, I think those were my words.
That right there, like that also is a new age problem. The whole tricking thing, like to spend money frivolously just to try to get some draws. Yeah, she didn't like you. Yeah,
Nope.
If he happened to catch your show, yeah, she didn't like you because if she like you, it's zero cost. It's zero cost if she like you, and it's she's going whenever, wherever, however on some Maxwell shit. Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
so that I wanted to get there first. And then because when you were doing the percentages, it kind of seemed like you were talking more about money than anything. And to me, again, I'm hoping I made this clear. Like I'm speaking traditionally from the covenant, and your dedication to the duty of the covenant should always be 100, both man and woman. Your dedication to the duty of the covenant should always be 100. Like we're not talking about I'm not physically able that day, because that's not that you should still have the spirit of the duty of 100. If your leg broken, yeah, that I'm going to pick up the slack because your leg's broken. But we're not talking about, oh, I only have $20, so
I agree with that.
We can't go to the movies. But your dedication to the duty of the covenant should always be 100, which is why it will end up being greater than 2 100s.
Yeah,
that's really what I wanted to make sure that we're clear about, specifically what I'm talking about. Because
right.
I have a deep disdain for the whole culture that has become prevalent when it comes to dating. I have a deep disdain for it because it is not built to lead to anything but being used on both ends for men and women. Like women's bodies get used up and they start to hate themselves and the world that they're a part of. Men financially get used up and then they get tired and start to behave in a manner that is not becoming of what stand-up citizens should be. So I don't like the dating culture because there are no rules. It can be freestyle, it can be situationships, and both parties end up getting used up. And there's a lot of bravado that'll come along with that. Like bitches ain't shit. You know, you'll get the rules Dr. Savant, you'll start putting out there, and like, all men ain't shit. I choose the bear over the man. Like we get that type of shit because we don't have rules that we follow. He says it quite frequently, because booty comes before duty. We as a community get ruined. So when I'm talking, I am definitely talking about people paying attention to the rules of the covenant. And if you don't want to move that way, then you're not talking about building a family. You're not talking about building a community. You're not talking about building a nation. And it's in that order. You have to be a decent person, get with a decent person to build a strong family. Strong families build strong neighborhoods. Strong neighborhoods create great communities. Great communities build nations.
Yeah. So I wanted to say one thing. I do agree about the 100% commitment to the covenant and the vows that you took, and that's why it says for better, for worse, sickness, or I don't know what the rest, because it's been a long time. But what I'm saying, I do agree with that. You are making a commitment to that. And what I was saying is it wasn't so much of financial, but so much in terms of emotional. Because a lot of times when I'm working, relationships are emotional anyway. And so when I'm working with couples, it's something when this, for instance, the husband has been at work all day. Maybe she's been off. As soon as he comes in, she wants to start talking about problems the minute he walks through the door. This happened, this bill, this whatever. And some people will not have the emotional capacity to deal with that at that time. I don't have anything left today for that. So most of mine is not about the financial piece. I brought it in because we were talking about finances, but even with the spiritual piece, some of us don't, we're spiritually depleted. We may be emotionally depleted. We may be physically depleted, and we just don't have the bandwidth at the time to give that 100. And that's what I was saying. I may just have 20 to give you today.
Gotcha.
And I just would like grace for that 20, or that grace for whatever I can bring today. But I do agree what you were saying, and I do get that part.
Alrighty, let's what we're gonna do, y'all. We got PM next, and then after PM, we're gonna hit up Jason. If I miss you guys, if somebody don't throw up a finger, hand, or whatever, you can also hit me in the private chat that if you want to go next. But we're gonna be on this for a couple of more minutes, and then I need to go to someone else with another topic. So PM, what you got?
So, excuse me. If I'm listening in correctly, it's like you guys are saying that, is it 50-50 monetarily, or like monetary, or is it a certain percentage that somebody is supposed to have, or is it the emotional side? Which one was it?
Are you asking me or the doctor?
Or somebody just said
Okay,
they just, I mean,
it was
whatever
my
the
question. It was
topic
my
was.
question. It was my question, and I wanted to know men's perspective in regards to two things. One, as far as money is concerned, right? In the dating phase, do you still pay for everything? Do you pay for the only on the first date, etc. versus a marriage? Like, does it change in a marriage? Do you now pay for everything, or do you split it, or how does it work for you? That was the question before you came in.
And the two young ladies on the panel, you young ladies are married?
You broke
I
up.
didn't hear you.
I broke up.
You two married? You guys are married? You two
I
young
am.
ladies?
I am not
You're
married.
not?
I'm not
You're not?
anymore.
You're not? Okay. So if you was to go into a situation right now, would you expect a man to go 50-50, or would you be like, hey, I got it? In today's society, like right now.
Okay, you're talking about dating. Remember, there's a two part. So you're talking about
Dating. Just dating. Yeah, dating.
dating. I'm not doing 50-50. No.
Okay. What about you?
Dr.
Dating,
Diane?
it depends on what agreement that we have. That's where we get in all these assumptions about that. We don't have conversations. I shouldn't go into, we go out on a date and the bill comes, and I shouldn't have the assumption that he's going to pay for it, right? Just because he's the man. And that's just to me, that doesn't make sense. I think when you're first dating, have the conversation. I got the movie this time, you get it, whatever your agreement is, but don't go into it with making assumptions about what somebody else is about to pay on your behalf. And I think that's where that's where we have some problems. I was listening to a lady on social media the other day. He took her on the first date, but he took her to Red Lobster. And she had, when I tell you, the way she talked to him, and because she was filming it, can't believe you brought me to Red Lobster. I'm worth this, and and to me, I was like, he asked you out on a date. He took you to where he thought was, nice. Like I just couldn't, for me, I was kind of disturbed that she made that big deal about going to Red Lobster because she deserved to go to Ocean 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
A fancy. She said, I thought it was going to be candles on the table. And I mean, she went into this rage. And he politely said, I just thought we can go somewhere that was a little more quiet and we can talk on the first date, blah, blah, blah. And he put the car, because they didn't even get out of the car. And he just kindly started the car up and took her home. And she doesn't know if he was a great man, a good man. Could he be the one? I tell people we walk past our Superman and Superwoman every day because of these egos that we have.
I got you, Seven.
You know what I'm saying? And these expectations and all of these things. So, but I do believe in 50-50. I think at some point that could change. I don't know, but I don't like making assumptions. And I've gone out with people who they're like, you don't even need to bring your purse. Like you absolutely will not pay for anything when you're with me. Yeah, okay then.
All right. So let me say this right quick. Seven, I hit you up in the private chat. Jason already hit me. So after Jason, then we're gonna go on and rock with you. So let's go on. What you do, Dr. Diane?
I'm done.
All right, cool.
Diane said they pass up their Superman. I'm saying like some of the girls that already have a guy, instead of nurturing him and watering him and making him better, I always say don't give up. I always say don't give up your king for a joker. Like it may look good on the other side. You may have a king right there, nourish him, feed him, work on him, etc. But yeah, I'd rather he pay one, I pay one, or whatever. I never want to be like, okay, how much is the bill? Oh, it's $100. Here's my $50. No, just take care of it. I'll take care of next. Like, let's take care of each other. It should be, a given that's how it should be. But I'm not doing 50-50.
All right, that's what's up. Let's we're gonna hear from Jason, Seven, and then Rico. But I'll go somewhere in between there.
Well, when you gonna go, Pa? We want you, Wizzo.
I'm going. I'm trying to make sure my guests get something in too. But I've definitely got a few little notes. I'm going too.
I know. Can't wait.
So I wanted to address a couple of things that Dr. Lewis said when she said,
just Dr. Tina or Tina is good.
Excuse me, Dr. Tina is fine. Dr. T. A couple of things, but a large part of the focus on the comments that you made, you spoke about happiness a lot. I heard the word happiness. I think I stopped counting it like 2 or 3 times when you kept saying happiness, which let me know, or at least I can draw the assumption that happiness is a large part of what you seek in a relationship, and that's cool. But I made mental notes as you were speaking, and you were talking about how if you said as an example that if you make 150 and the guy only makes 40, that it's cool. You cool with that because you can work with him and get him a business and get him going the way you trying to create. It sounded to me as if you are trying to create in somebody or some man or this phantom hypothetical man we're talking about, your perfect man, which is cool. But like, do you leave room for the fact that maybe he doesn't want a business? Maybe he's cool going to his job at 40 grand a year or whatever. All of these things struck me because there's a lot of men, because we have to use that term, I think sounds a lot uglier than what any of us mean it, or at least me, when I say it, and that's average earner and average man. That just means the majority, right? So if the majority of us as men, let's even go with black men, are only making, a low level, Maybe those men don't want to be motivated in that way. I can say, as a person who is doing better financially and a business owner and all this other kind of stuff, right? Like, I don't need or want in particular any woman that I'm dealing with to help me unsolicited with any of my business when it comes to my business. I don't want her to, like we're not, I think Dr. Diane said equally yoked, and I think Paul said that, and I know I used, yeah, it might have been you, anybody, but I've used compatibility. Maybe that just means that you're not compatible with that man. Like, I would assume that I'm not compatible with the woman who wants things for me that maybe I don't necessarily want for myself. And I'm not saying that there's a problem with you feeling that way. I'm asking, do you make room for the fact that some men don't want that type of motivation?
Okay, so two things. Number one, you totally misunderstood what I was saying.
Okay.
Because with all due respect to people who make $40,000, I don't know anyone who makes $40,000.
No, that was your example. I just wrote it down as you said it.
Yeah, no. I was saying that there's options that women should see. That, hey, sometimes people don't need a hand out. They just need a hand up. I'm saying be a helpmate. That was my message. It was not saying that I want to find somebody who make less and try to make them more. No, I'm not into building a man at all.
No, and I'm glad you said that last part. But I'm not saying that that's the reason that you're seeking out these particular men. What I'm saying is, in most of your examples that you gave, and you gave 2 or 3, it was I understand the help me angle, and I understand exactly what you meant when you say that part. But a lot of it came off and sounded to me as if I'm going to use the word settle for a particular man and make him what you need him to be. And that didn't taste good to me.
Right. Yeah, good.
Great feedback for somebody.
That's Pope. It's Pope.
Pokey, that's you.
Pope. Your feedback, Pope. Pope.
Get out.
Get that squared away. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, go, Jason. Were you through, or got something else?
And
yeah, that was primarily what I was asking. I understand what you mean when you say help me, and I agree with a large part. That was the best explanation of the table conversation from a woman that I've heard on in probably ever, as far as, hey, I just want to fill in those spots. So I agree with a lot of what you said, but I wanted to ask that question.
Right. Okay. Before we meet for 7, before you go, let's meet our new guest that just popped on in late, and I will be sending her a cash app so we can fine her ass for $1,200 for coming up in here late. But come on, new guest, say your name, your serial number, where you from, date of birth, and all that shit. No, I'm just playing. Come on with it.
What's up? This is Elite, the DC number. No, I'm just playing. What's going on? I'm Alita. I'm from Florida, originally from South Carolina, living. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm late. I really, literally, I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I really, really did real hard. But I was like, hold on, oh my God. So I was like, well, I'm at least be in the room since you prompted me. So, but I've been listening, and it's been.
Okay.
It's been this, yeah.
Okay, well, I saw you say 50-50, but right now, I'm gonna say something. Then we got 7, and then Rico, and then we'll see if anybody else have anything before we switch gears. Dr. Lewis, you didn't left us or something. I know.
I have not gone anywhere.
Okay. I was hurt you when you talked about the bank accounts earlier, and as I had mentioned, whatever. Now I do, and I want to make sure I was clear on that. The Pope then left again. I bring him back on the bank accounts. I will have a joint bank account for bill wise, but not where we put everything off in there like that, because I'm not doing that, because women spend and some men spend, but I'm not doing the joint bank account thing like that. There would be a joint business, not business, a bill account where we'll put money off in there and we'll pay our bills accordingly like that. And I will say something too along that my fiance, she mentioned to me at one time, and I didn't even realize I did, but she told me, say, yeah, I was telling her about all the bills I had and this I had and that I had and whatever and all kind of shit. She said, yeah, you was telling me all that. I said, well, you should appreciate that shit because I'm just kind of letting you know I'm really just a broke motherfucker and what I got. And if you still ride with me, then that's what it is, you know. And some of the things that I hear us talking about, and I didn't make a list of all of it because we've covered quite a bit of shit, is some of that stuff I think comes later down the line. When we start out, like I say, in my opinion, you know, it's starting out, we look good, she look good, he look good, we start fucking, we dating, we going to one another house, we having popcorn, we having a movie, I'm feeding somebody grapes and strawberries and the banana from the back. And you know, and then later on, you know, some of that may come up after someone says, I think this might be something right here. And then we start kind of maybe covering, goddamn, poke again, some different things like that. So let me get this one out. Y'all excuse me because I'm having to bring poke back in. So I lost my fucking train of thought. But let me go with 7 and then Rico, and we'll get back on track. And go ahead, 7, Dr. Savant. Who is this buffing poke?
So there's a few things that was said that was very interesting to me. I mean, I feel like a lot of things I said that's always interesting. So we can start off with the fact that a lot of women pass their so-called Superman, right? This is partially true, but I know a lot of ladies that pass their Lex Luthor. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women deserve bad guys. They don't think they do, but villains are very intelligent. And if you look at Lex Luthor, he's fucking just fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women miss their true blessing in life by passing a fucking douchebag. They could teach you a lot about yourself. Sometimes in order to grow, you gotta suffer a little bit. And I'm trying to run you through the ring. All right. So
True.
also, I see a comment over here talking about 50-50. A lot of women don't even believe in that shit. I see a lot of women talking about some, I'd rather go 100. Woman math is for mentally retarded people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit that women say don't make no sense, bro. You'd rather go 100 than learn how to be a team player. You would rather say a man is gay if he fucks woman to woman to woman to woman instead of realizing that your personality ain't shitting and where you ain't worth talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of woman math is like talking to a fucking preschool. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these women act like they used to eat lead paint, man. It's kind of crazy, man. They gotta really get themselves together, man. And it's just phenomenal to listen to some of their thought processes, bro. To being sensitive and I know a lot of women who talk that shit and they love assholes. Also, the craziest shit ever. A woman loves a fucking joker. Now, if you like a motherfucker might say they want a nice armor, right? But nah, fuck that. Because check this out. Women love jokers. I done laughed some women clean out them panties. I ain't got a lot of money, but I got a lot of goddamn jokes.
It was the wig.
Nah, it ain't the wig, baby girl. It's the silver tongue in many ways. I get them. That's crazy because when you actually look at the principle of the Joker, right? The jester is usually the most intelligent person in the kingdom. The Joker is usually the person that advises the king. The Joker knows everything that's going on in the kingdom. This is what women really want that shit because being a Joker comes with a type of status of being a fool. Nobody pays attention to the fool, so the fool knows so much, which everybody takes for granted. Let's pay attention to Batman for a second, right? Batman is known to be intelligent, always preparing, but who is Batman's greatest enemy? The Joker. What is the Joker's known superpower? A lot of people think it's nothing, but the Joker is known to have super sanity. That's not for no reason, man. He's a jester. Most people who are funny like that have super sanity. Look at comedians. Comedians tell jokes, but what makes them funny? It's because they shit is very relatable. You can understand, right? So women like that kind of shit. They just don't like that shit aimed at them. So when you sitting here and you telling me that you want a man to take care of you, right? And you want a man to do certain things, all you're telling me is that you're a modern day whore. You're just a whore because you don't really want to do anything. You just want to receive. That's all you want to get. And then when you get it, you definitely don't even really want to give them no pussy no more. Because that's what a lot of women do. A lot of women get it and then they'll stop fucking. And that's the only thing you're really worth having for. Because a lot of y'all don't know how to keep up a good conversation, nor do you understand how to handle somebody disagreeing with you. We could disagree very respectfully, but a woman takes a disagreement like a personal attack. Now we got to talk about your feelings, and man, most niggas don't care no fuck about that shit. If you want to prove your worth, run the fade. I'll knock your ass out the whole time.
My
But I
God.
said, you ain't
Yeah.
about
Okay,
that.
You look like
You ain't
it.
about,
You look
like,
like
no,
it.
no, no, no. I'm not talking about
You look
y'all.
like it.
I'm not talking about y'all personally.
You
I'm
look
just
like
saying
it.
overall, a man doesn't find a woman threatening unless a woman can beat a man in a fight. That's the only time men find women threatening. So
You look
if
like
you
it.
all want to talk about who's feeling a certain type of way because you make a certain type of money, men don't care about titles or none of that. If you could beat me up, I'm your bitch.
All right,
Oh my God.
let's hear from Rico. Then we're gonna hear from Althea, and
Rico.
then we gonna check out this next topic. Rico, go ahead.
Hey, for Dr. Tina, it to me it sounds like with you, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you may want a simp. Like, but I could relate more to Dr. Diane because when she said, like, if she paid for a tip, like if I'm taking a woman on a date and I pay for the food and she just volunteers to pay for a tip, first of all, she done showed me that, hey, she get it. She's a helpmate. Now she's caught my attention. Now I'm a little more interested. But the things that you say for me, it says like you want a simp, but at the same time, you're not going to a woman that want a man that tricks off on them like that. They're not going to respect that man.
What's
They're
your
just
point?
not going.
Rico,
You
I'm lost.
no, because Dr. Diana say, hey, I'll pay the tip or I'll pay for the food, but you say 100% you're not paying
No, that's not.
anything.
That's not. No. That's not what I said at all.
Yeah.
She
Rizzo, can
said
you
she's not.
correct
Oh,
him?
that's not what she said.
No,
I
not at
thought she
all,
said
sir.
she's not paying. Oh, I thought she said she's not paying anything.
Yeah.
No,
But
not at all. I said I'll pay for first. I'll pay for first dates. I sneak and pay the bill. I don't mind leaving a tip. They can pay one time. I'll pay another time. It's okay.
but
That's
one person said they absolutely not paying something. One of you
She
said
said
that.
she's not going to pay 50. She's not doing that 50-50 thing. Like you paying, that means you got to look at the bill.
we're not
Okay,
gonna be that.
give me your
Well, I mean,
card.
well, what I'm
Yes.
saying, it's to me, it still applies. You believe that a man should always do more, even in the time that we live in, and that's just not a reality of today's world. I just don't see
Rico.
it like that.
No, I understand, babe, but I respect your feedback, but I think you misunderstood what I was saying, but I totally get it. So no, I am not gonna be at a table where my dude and I are splitting a bill looking for 50%. I owe 47.50, he owe 47.50. You know what I mean? Like he can pay for one, I'll pay for one. Or if we know that our budget is 150, I'll give him my 75 before we go in or something like that. Like I'm not going to do 50 in that capacity,
Right.
if that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Let's and I may say it. What do you say? Did you say Althea? What was it?
It's Aletha.
Alethea? Let's hear from Alethea and Pokey, and then we're gonna switch topics. So Alethea, let's go from what you got in the comments. I know you was listening. You was listening. I saw you in the comments. So waving your head about Dr. Savant. So do you have anything in general to say? And then we're gonna hear from Pokey, and we're gonna go to our next topic.
I He's funny as hell. Like he real funny. Like he's talking about the 50-50. We can't do math. Hey, listen. I'ma just be me. I'm just gonna be me. And I'm blood raw. I'm just be real.
Be you.
I can't get past that goddamn wig. Look, I can't get but that's number one. Number two, boy, you be making no sense. Like you be talking about women, you ain't making no sense, bro, at all. Like nothing that you saying makes sense. Nothing. I'm talking about the 3 legs, the 4 legs, the you will beat a woman up, all that type. Like none of that makes sense. Straight up, you can just be yourself and be funny. And I'm quite sure you can laugh a female out their drawers because you're funner than a motherfucker. Like you really is. I'm just gonna keep it a butt with you. But me, I say on 50-50 on every front. And I'm gonna tell you, I have been in situations and relationships where I have toted it. You know what I'm saying? Literally toted the relationship because I felt like I could do that. And that person showed up in different ways for me. So I'm not the woman that's gonna say, oh, if he don't make this type of money or he don't have this or he don't have that, then I can't be with him. No, I'm not that type of person, period. But I'm also not the type of person that's gonna let a man walk all over me neither. Verbally, physically, none of that. Like none of that, period at all. When I show up, you're gonna know that I'm here. My presence is gonna be made known. That's period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good woman. I know that. So me bringing, oh, I'm saying I am the table. I would never say that, but I know what I bring to the table, and that is everything that I have is valuable, and I know that. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say. Like 50-50, I think is reasonable. I don't think a man is. I don't think it should be 70-40. I don't believe none of that. I believe it should be 50-50 because when you first relationships, dates or whatever the case may be, I might pay for the first date. I might say, hey man, I got you on this. Next round is you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where we going. I don't care if we're going to Roof Chris or we going to, you know what I'm saying, Red Lobster. Whatever the case may be. I might foot the bill, the first bill. But I want you to know in that capacity that I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no whole bunch of money neither. But I'm gonna show you this is what I feel like we deserve. You deserve this shit and I deserve it too at the same time. Yeah, but that's really that's what I think.
All right, let's
But
hear
you
from
ain't
Poke.
funny though. Yeah, you funny.
Let's hear from Poke, and then we're gonna get on our next topic. Poke, what's up?
Couple of questions. So I believe it was Dr. Tina who said it. Have you taken a vow of celibacy or are you practicing abstinence? Because there's a big difference between the two.
Oh, yeah.
I have
Oh shit.
I'm excited.
I just no, because I don't want to be misunderstood. So, so I want to make sure that my statements, are correct because people are listening and I don't want to mislead or misguide anyone. So for me, Poke, I'll say I've been abstinent for 5 years.
All right. So you're practicing abstinence. Okay. I just wanted to get that clear. There's a big difference between taking a vow of celibacy and practicing abstinence.
I'm aware. Thank you, my brother.
Jason, like you tiptoed around it, but men ain't scared to use average. We measure every goddamn thing.
Right.
Right. You know who's scared or apprehensive about the word average? The opposite sex.
Women.
Yeah.
Well, so
women are scared
it wasn't me.
apprehensive about average.
It wasn't me scared to use it. I feel that when women use it, it comes to my ears with a lot more negative connotation than what I mean when I say it. Is what I mean.
Right. But yeah, we measure shit all the damn time. We'll look at a man and say he's average. We'll look at a woman's booty. That's an average booty. No, that's a bodacious booty. She's voluptuous breastises. Oh, she small breastises, average breastises. The average bank account, just like we know about what the average is. Rico was just bringing up what the average man makes. Yeah, we know those numbers. That average ain't. We ain't never been scared
average
to use
what?
the word average or make it less than, greater than. Like that's not something we fear. Like the only time there's any apprehension, trouble, disruptiveness associated is when you try to tell a woman who is average, instead of her saying I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. No, you're a 5.5. And that's with that nice wig.
Church.
So that right there, I wanted to address that. And then there was one more thing. Oh, somebody, like I didn't even get a chance. As soon as I heard it, men and women being friends. Look.
I don't know who said that.
I have such a huge problem with that because you are not plutonic. You are not plutonic friends.
I agree.
Most women have never approached a dude with the intent, like, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! You play Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's Yu-Gi-Oh! Together. I ain't never met a woman that did that. I ain't never met a woman who was, and I'm using things that I know men in great numbers do. I have never met a woman on the wharf who was fishing and saw a man who needed assistance with putting bait on, and that's how they became friends. I ain't never seen that. It's always a man approaches a woman and she puts him in the friend zone, and that sorry ass nigga is okay with being called a friend because he's hoping that one day, maybe, hopefully, I might just be right there on the right day at the right time where she's slipping and her nigga that she really like has fucked up and I'm the dick in the glass and she'll just let me. I hate that bullshit.
Chris Rock. Chris Rock. He got that from Chris Rock.
And I don't even know who said it, but
Chris
one
Rock
said it, and I just want
I
to get
gotta
that
turn
clear.
this fan on.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
girl, I need
Chris Rock said that. He talking about she don't have a friend. That's just a dick in the glass waiting to be broken.
Exactly.
All right, so,
remember that line. Look at you.
yeah. All right, y'all. So let's switch gears. That was Dr. Tina's first question that we've been on for a little while or whatever. So now with all this being said, the good thing about here on Wizzo Talk, nobody know who's going next. That's why backstage I always ask who have a topic so we can bring them out. And I don't never want to know what the topics are. So when everybody say it, we hear it at the first time. So with that being said, let's go and come up with Big Poke because I know Big Poke stay ready. So he ain't got to get ready. Poke, what's up?
So there's been a little controversy going on here lately. The Tuskegee Institute has implemented a new dress code where bonnets, do-rags, and caps are no longer allowed. Oh, and pajamas, by the way, pajamas. Just in case I leave something out, are no longer allowed in class. And there's been a whole lot of hoopla about it. And another phrase I have a big problem with, that it's all based on respectability politics. And my question to you, or to the group actually, is respectability politics a real thing? And is it applicable to a predominantly black at HBCU where they want the children, because those are children, to have some respect for themselves? Is that respectability politics?
First, anybody first? No. Jason?
I'll go. Nobody said anything. I followed that as well. I did see that an article talking about that. And what struck me that you did leave off was sleep shoes. Sleep shoes is also banned. First of all, I celebrated and I was upset that it was Tuskegee and not Prairie View A&M University where I went, because that's what I want them to do as well. When it comes to respectability politics, I understand that any group, and in this scenario happens to be us as black people being a minority in this country, we don't like to play that game. But the reality is that certain doors are not going to open if you don't play that game. You know what I mean? You're not going to get that job interview. You're not going to get, whatever semblance of equality that you're trying to seek in the marketplace if you don't get into a situation where you get rid of your Questlove afro because you got to go to somebody's investment bank. If you want a Questlove afro, maybe you should play drums or play an instrument or do something like that where it doesn't matter. But the reality is, until we are the minority, unfortunately, we are not in a position to effectively come against these types of rulings where they have, I know I'm here in Texas, where they have no braids and they go so far beyond no afros that you basically telling people that black people in particular, that they can't even come to school wearing their hair as God saw fit for it to grow out of their head. That's a problem for me. But I also understand, as a person who had to play the game, that there's a certain level of respectability politics that I have to play and put this tie and this shirt on and this sport coat to go into this meeting so that I can get what I want out of that meeting, right? So I'm split on it in that aspect, and that's just my opinion on it.
All right. And Dr. Diane, will you fix it?
I was just gonna say I think that for me, character always outlasts presentation. And I'm split to a degree as well. And I'll tell you why. I used to work as I was a superintendent at a correctional facility in Texas for offender adolescents. And one thing that I know is when I would take them out in the community, in order for them to get jobs or to be looked at a certain kind of way, they needed to be presentable. And so I kind of go back and forth with that, because I know that they weren't going to get jobs. They were offenders, number one. And number two, You know, the sagging pants, the bonnets, a lot of things, the no belts, and taking them out into to the community to get jobs and whatnot was difficult. But I'm also someone that likes people to be true to who they are and what they're about. So I love that question. I'm just split on the question. Because you can have a three-piece suit on. That doesn't mean you're respectable. That doesn't mean that they're going to consider you honest, that you're an upstanding person. So that's why I say, I think character just kind of trumps presentation in certain situations. But I know it is a big topic, Pope, and I'm glad you brought it up. I don't have a lot to add because I'm still processing that. I heard about it the other day, but I just think, I don't know.
Okay, I got you next, Rico. And I'm kind of like you. I'm at first when my first thought was shit. I mean, they need to be wearing that. They don't need to be wearing that shit. But then I'm thinking, well, they grown, but I'm kind of tore in the middle of it. It may be some politics in there. I think you asked some about was it some type of politics, and by them being the first one doing, I know Jason said it wish it had happened at Prairie first, but I mean, I just think that shit. I mean, they are grown, but then again, to see them coming up there in school with bonnets on, coming to the classroom with pajamas on, flip flops, but then you want them to express themselves also. So I really don't know where in the fuck to go with that. I mean, I really don't. So I'm gonna see what Rico got to say, because I mean they are grown, but then again, when you get out there into the job, you can't you're grown, but you can't wear the bonnet on the job. So maybe they teach them how to prepare for the job or something. So I don't know. Rico?
Hey, Pokey, my granddaughter came in when you was asking your question. I didn't even get to hear the question, so I have no idea what all y'all. I'm gathering. So, what was the question?
So, Tuskegee, the Tuskegee Institute has implemented a dress code. No more bonnets, do-rags, baseball caps, pajamas, or sleep shoes in class. And there's a big hoopla about it online right now. A lot of people are mixed about it. Some people say it's the right thing to do, and a lot of people are saying that it's just respectability politics, like they're trying to please white people that ain't there. And I was asking what your in you now, what are your thoughts on that?
I agree with it because when you go to college, you go from high school, junior high, you go to when you get to high school, they expect more of you, post more responsibility, be more mature. When you get to college, you're learning a craft and getting an education to make you better in the world, not just mentally. I think it should be presentable as well. So I'm okay with it. Most people who want to do that, I feel like it's probably mainly a lot of women that want to wear their bonnets because a lot of women complain about having to do their hair. They just want to, a lot of them want to do what men do: wake up, brush their hair off, and then roll on into to class. So I agree with it because you're supposed to start growing. You're supposed to start looking like a young adult who's getting ready to go out into the workforce. Because I don't believe that you're going to have to wear that. You're going to wear that when you go to work. So I'm fine with it. Hell, I believe they should do it at all the universities, not just at that one, because you're supposed to grow. Life is about evolution. If you're not constantly evolving, you get left behind. And in our communities, we already have enough bad rep about different things about it. So I think it would clean it up and help our youth grow and learn how to be more mature at a younger age.
A bad rep by who? And like why does it?
Say that again?
What else?
That was me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you, but I was talking because I was telling Dr. Tina I got her next. So
let Dr. Tina.
And I want to go too.
Okay.
I want to go too.
Okay, all right, go ahead, Dr. Tina.
You can go, Alethea, and I'll go after you.
Okay, well, Alethea.
Yeah, I was agreeing with Rico. I think that's his name. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But I was agreeing with him. I agree with it because once you move, you moving up the ladder. As you're moving up the ladder in school or even in adulthood, when you get to when you graduate high school, you're going into adulthood. Yeah, when you get there, you're a child, you're a kid, but now you're in preparation to become a young adult or an adult. Period. And so, whether you choose to be, you're going to school. So obviously, you're going to be in the workforce, but you also can go as an entrepreneur. Now, when you prepping yourself, you're supposed to be doing your hair. You're supposed to be you're supposed to be putting on your clothes. You're supposed to look presentable. And when he said something about, we already have a bad rep and we already have people looking at us a certain way. Even our own people look at us a certain type way. It don't got to be the other people. Even our people look at us a certain type way. Um, you know, people that have more money than us is like, but damn, you know what I'm saying? That like they're looking at us like you repping me the wrong way. Like they already group us up and it don't matter. They group us all, and they see us all as one. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what you look like. I don't care. You know what I mean? So I think they should be prepping themselves. So going to school, if you're in college and you're going to school and you're going to a professor and you're going to classes, you should dress yourself up. You should make time for that. And I believe, yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, Dr. Tina.
Okay, so I agree 1000%, no hesitation, no borderline and ever, because for me, always look at the history, right? Tuskegee was founded in 1881. Booker T. Washington, it was about success for African Americans, etc. Um, I am glad that they did it instead of it becoming um, forced upon them from an outside educational organization, etc. I think that it should start in high school. I don't know where we have totally just watered down. It seems like every other race, the next generation are better off than the next. But the African American community is not that way. And where are we okay with a young girl going to school, going to the store, going to the airport with pajamas on and house shoes and a bonnet? That is disrespectful to them. And that is my opinion. When you look at the mission statement of Tuskegee, part of it is to develop leadership. I cannot seriously listen to someone who has on a bonnet. Like I'm looking at them like, why? When I go to the airport, I am that black woman that looks at another black girl like, why you have that on? I am the one that will pull over a younger girl and say, listen, I mean, on the airport when I was going to Atlanta, it was a bunch of them. And they were like, when I put them over, they were like, well, we're going to for an event and we just got our hair done and so we're gonna go to sleep. And I'm like, I get it. But a bonnet, no, you don't need a bonnet. Like even if they would have tied it up with like a head wrap, a beautiful hair wrap, that's great, but not a bonnet. A bonnet is a silk bonnet is for you to sleep on your satin pillows so your hair don't get dried out. It's not for the daytime. So that's what I want to share. Number two is having that data. I am going to go to the high schools that I know because I have a nonprofit for young girls, and I'm going to go to the high schools. I want them to implement it immediately because our people are set up for failure. The reason why it's publicly accepted is because they don't want us to do better. And if they're doing
Exactly.
it in college, when they get ready to go for a job, they're going to show up any kind of way. Let's train up a child in a way he should go. And when he is old, he should not depart. Train him up to be stellar, to operate in excellence, to
Yes.
have to wear a suit, to wear a dress, and to wear stockings, and to wear a slip, and to wear heels. Like that's
Slip.
ladies. I mean, that's my opinion, you guys. And I mean, like totally, like I said, unwavering, it should be so. I just hate the fact that they had to publicize it. I wish it could have been an internal thing where it just happened naturally and organically, like, for them to write a memo to the educators, to the professors, and just wean it out. Caps and sag, like all of that. Our young men should be young men. I'm not talking about everybody have to have on a suit and tie or a bow tie, but I'm talking about pants, shirt tucked in, a belt, or it could just be out. I'm just saying less respectability Yes, when you look at people in their pajamas, I can't respect anybody at 2 o'clock in their PJs. I can't respect anybody with a bonnet and a big old fur bear and fluffy shoes walking in the air. I just can't, and I will not. And so, yes, I agree 1,000%. Here's my brush. It is my gavel. I'm done.
But I'm gonna just say this. We can't make assumptions that those are the households that they're coming from either.
Right.
Some of these kids are just fortunate to even be at Tuskegee. Some of them are fortunate enough to get out of some of the environments that they have, and they're doing the best that they can with what they have. Now, can they get a mentor or someone that can? I'd rather someone mentor these kids than judge them by what they have on, because we don't know their story, we don't know their struggle, we don't know how they got to where they were going. I think mentoring in some of these schools would be great for them. So for someone to show them, because maybe that's just not the environment that they came out of, to know. Because if your mama is in the store Target with her bonnet on and her bear boots on, and and she might think she's looking good, and you see the children, and that's their environment. So for us to think that when they're going to do something different, we need to have mentoring in place, and who's going to teach them different. Because it's easy to look and speak on it when we don't know the depths of where they're coming from to get to some of these spaces.
Jason. Go ahead. Yeah. Jason was going to go next. Alethea, I'll come to you after Jason.
And then I want to dive back in, Weezo.
Okay.
I want to dive back in.
So I wanted to say to Dr. Diane that I have been snuggling very comfortably under most of your comments and most of the things that you've said today, but I'm pushing back on where you stand on this issue, because I understand everything that you said, and I agree with what you said to a point. That only gets us so far down the road, because our reality is, for especially most of us on this podcast that have experienced the whole college experience, I'm hoping that I'm not the only one that did the HBCU thing, and that there's some other ones here too. There we go. So what I'm saying is, I come from the type of home that you described, meaning I had to be told that a young man wears a t-shirt under his clothes every day. To catch the sweat and to kind of keep his body together. I know that my nieces and my cousins, these people, they were taught that, like somebody mentioned slip, which I hadn't heard that in such a long time. A lot of these women don't even know what a slip is.
I haven't heard that in 20 years.
I agree that they need to be taught, but at what point do we, as a community of Black people, as a community of people who do know better, at what point do we say now is when that point is? And so if our Black universities and institutions have started to say at this point, it's here, because I'll say for myself, way back in 1998, when I was at Prairie View for the first year, my freshman year, they taught us how to have a formal dinner. They taught us how to dress. We had to put on a suit and tie. We had to be taught how to tie a tie. We had to be taught how to write a correct email, whether it was a personal email or a business email. We had to be taught, okay, you have this great product that you need to sell to these people, but how do you get in the door? And I guarantee you it's not with a wave cap or a bonnet on or sleep shoes. So at what point do we say we get where you came from and we have to accept that? But we also, like you talked about character, I fully agree with you on that as well, that the character doesn't speak, the bonnet doesn't speak for the character, the wave cap doesn't speak for the character. I understand that. But like when I spoke earlier, I'm saying we have to get in the door. And getting in the door is so much, it's the biggest part of any meeting, because everybody, again, on this podcast understands how hard it is to get certain meetings. Getting in the door goes on surface level information. It goes on, okay, what did you do? Where did you graduate? What do you know? How did you get to this place, arrive to this meeting, right? Getting in the door and being heard and having an audience with people, in a lot of cases, and I hope in a lot of cases that even elder and older Black men and women are in positions to deal with our community of 20-year-olds that are leaving college, that we know from different industries. I know you spoke earlier about the work that you did in Texas. A friend of mine is a probation officer, and they talk about how they come in with the bond, and they've had to implement rules that you can't come report for probation with a bond and all, because the visual of it is all we know about you. We don't know that you might have been set up, you might have been wrongfully accused, whatever reason you come into probation, whatever reason you come into a meeting, whatever reason you come into college, and whatever it is that you want to be when you leave here, we have to at some point address this issue. And so I push back on what you're saying, because in my heart, yes, I feel this way. I agree with you, but in action, I say on day one, orientation night, we need to address these issues, because it's not acceptable for where you're trying to get, or you wouldn't be at whatever university we're talking about.
And I agree. And I think as a community, we need to, if we're going to say, I believe if you take something from someone, if you're saying you can't do this, then what can I do? So I think we need to have, if we're going to say that, are we going to create programs? This is a big thing. Like this is bigger than us sitting here, right? And yes, when I was in corrections and I took the guys out, yes, I made sure they had haircuts. I made sure their shirts. I know visually what it means for them to get a job, but I also made sure that we were creating where they can learn ADLs, where they were learning. I had somebody come in and talk about dress. I had, people in the community. And I tell you it was the Potter's House that back then that came in on the weekends and were teaching the guys. They brought them ties. Absolutely. So I agree. I understand the aesthetics of it all. I'm just saying some of them may come from environments where they don't know, but when do we pick it up? And when they go to these colleges, are they going to, yes, you can't wear this, you can't wear that? Are they going to say, well, here's a class, or there's some workshops available to you? Or I'm just wondering, as a community, how are we going to wrap our arms around it?
It's my personal experience that was how we were. Hey, you can't do this, but here's how to properly do that. Yes. I am operating on the assumption that these other HBCUs are operating the same way, but it's an assumption. I agree.
Okay, so here's the rotation right here, according to Alethea, and then we're gonna hit Dr. Tina, and then we're gonna hit Poke. But before that, let me thank all of the viewers out there for watching right now. I appreciate y'all tapping in. If you're watching from Facebook, I appreciate if you'll click that link in the description and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate your support. So keep the comments coming. So let's go with Alethea, Dr. Tina, and then we're gonna hit up Pope.
I was praying because I'm almost 50, boy. I done hit that menopause era, boy. I forgot. But
take some notes.
Yeah, man, I should have. But no, I wanted to make 2 points. I think that, I think that we need to have affordability on these role models and mentors. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we don't, we set the bar so high when it comes to the affordability of role models and mentors and people that can guide young people. And so much money that you have to pay. Like these kids, I do life coaching and I do mentoring and this, that, and I make it affordable so these young people can come to me and say, okay, well, I have questions about this, I have questions about that. And I've seen in the community that affordability, people come to me saying I can't because they're charging $1,700 for a session. I can't afford that. I don't, you know what I mean? So I did want to put that out there. Some kids cannot afford what people are selling. You get what I'm saying? Mentorship. The second point was what you were saying about the young ladies in the airport. If I seen a young lady in the airport with a bonnet on her head, I'm just gonna think she finna get on that plane. She got a flight. She probably going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? She probably gonna lean her head on the window, a shoulder or something. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get us some rest. She gonna sleep. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? She ain't, I'm quite sure she hopefully by the grace. You know what I'm saying? I don't, even if I see a young woman or a woman in a store, I'm not saying that it's presentable in a board meeting. I'm not saying that in school. I'm not saying it in presentations. I'm not saying it in interviews. I'm not saying it in that. But in any other capacity, who made the bonnet unpresentable? Like, who made it horrible? Who made it, ew, that's bad, that's wrong? Who made it that? Like, who gave us the idea that the bonnet was bad? I understand you're supposed to put your head on the pillow with the bonnet. I understand that, right? But it's so horrible that people be like, oh my God, she got a bonnet on her head. She got to be ratchet. She got to be ghetto. She got to be dumb. She got to be unintelligent. She can't hold us conversation. Like, who said that? And really, to be honest with you, I don't think it was us. I think it was counterparts that even really put the idea. But I'm just saying, that's how I feel. If I was to see a young woman in the airport, I wouldn't have that thought of her. I wouldn't think that she was just, that would just make her look a certain type way. Now, if you hang around a certain type graphic of people, then yes, you probably will have that type of attitude. But just woman to woman, me, I would be like, oh, okay. She, you know what I'm saying? She probably gonna get us some rest. So I just had a little bit of a pushback on what you said, Dr. Tina. That's all.
All right, Dr. Tina, go ahead.
Okay, awesome. I totally agree with everyone having their perspective, and that's what we're sharing ours. Like yes, what made it bad is if something is made for the evening, you don't wear it in the daytime. That's like, for example, if I was to put on stiletto heels, a short black skirt, and a tank top with my hair all done and makeup on, and I go out at 9 a.m. or noontime, it's going to be perceived that either I slept in it from last night, because you have to have some appropriateness. For me, for my Black people, and for the work that I do, it is time to accept responsibility and not justify every single thing. Yes, we've come from this, we've done this, we've done that. When are we going to accept responsibility? So for me, when I look at a young Black girl with a bonnet and some house shoes, I am going to big sister and be like, what's going on? Why is this? I am going to do that. I have, discernment, so I could do it to the right people, because I understand everyone won't be receptive. He said a streetwalker. Exactly. That's my point. So two things. Number one is it is unacceptable. Um, our parents taught us that to comb your hair, brush your teeth, presentable. You don't wear night clothes out. You don't wear, you don't do those things. So that's that. Number
Some
two,
parents.
Yeah.
right, exactly. But even if the parents hasn't, as we grow older and mature, like for example, not everyone had a mom that woke up, combed her hair, got dressed, and had house clothes, right? Everybody didn't have house clothes. We either had PJs or whatever else you put on, right? Some people have house clothes, right? Things that they wear around the house. They go shopping for house clothes. So I get it. I get the dynamics. I get the different demographics. I get the different upbringings. I get all of that. I still do not agree with house shoes worn in public, or bonnets, or panties and bras. Like, I don't. Biker shorts, whatever. Number two is I am like solution oriented. So I am, and I want to invite, for those of you who are open, I am going to write a letter to Tuskegee. I'm going to ask for a call, because if they are doing those things, right, I don't want to be a part. If we just talk about it and we don't do anything about it, Diana's like, well, when do we? Now. We do it now. It's already out, right? So I would like for us to donate some clothes there. This is a time to tap into all these companies that want Black dollars, or in the vicinity, or in the zip code of Tuskegee. Like, what do they have to give? Right? This is a time for organizations to step up. I am just so tired and done with justifying everything we do, and just start accepting responsibility. If it's to be, it's up to us, right? And so I would like, one, for us to, donate some things. And then number two, I would like Jason, Rico, Hope, Diane, at least everyone that's on this call, like if I get the call, if I get the Zoom, I want you to be, if this is your thing, to be on that Zoom. Let's talk about how we can help, how we can mentor, how we can make the transition easy. Because of course, for some, they do it because they're embarrassed of their hair or how their hair is, or they don't have the clothing. Maybe that may be a case, but we can fix that. The bottom line is,
Or mentorship. I would
yeah,
love to
yeah,
help with the affordability of that.
that's number one. I have a nonprofit called Her Business Matters for girls ages 9 to 19, and we teach them how to master self. Self is an acronym: self-esteem, entrepreneurship, leadership, and financial literacy.
I
And
need to get with them.
good, excellent, and you're more than welcome. And so what we've done, we don't go just to high school kids. Most people think about high school because they're getting ready for college. We go to the kids like in junior high school, because that's where it starts, and teach them how to be self-sufficient, so they don't have to depend on anyone, their parents, or a guy, or do things that's unnecessary. So we can teach them how to generate $500 a week and things like that. So I believe that you guys all heard the saying, like, if we're not part of the solution, we are part of the problem. And instead of just reading a memorandum and saying, oh, I don't agree with it, that came from white people, we should be able to wear bonnets. No, I believe that it's time for us to level the fuck up. Level up. And if you look at other races, right, they're coding, they're in IT. If you look at the job for the next 5 years, it's not sociology, it's not psychology, it's not Instagram model, it's none of those things. So we must level up, we must accept responsibility, and we must do something collectively about it. And like I said, Dr. Tina D, this is recorded, and reaching out to Tuskegee and tell them that I have a group of people, because I know for Global Women Speakers, we will donate. We will do whatever it takes. That's what we're going to do, because it is our reasonable service, right? Like, most people are here over 40, 45, right? So
whoa,
I think I'm just saying, like, it's up to us to reach back and help those kids, because nobody else is going to. And so, Big Pope, I yield the floor to you, because I heard you were next.
Yes, Pope. We got Pope 7, and then we're gonna have Rico, and then we have a couple more comments before we switch topics.
Okay.
So go ahead, Pope.
Yeah. First off, shout out to the Lou, shout out to Prairie View, shout out to Paul Quinn. And
Pope, I'm sorry. I need to. I'm sorry. Just for a second, I need to get with Dr. Diane. She's getting ready to go, so I need to just get some closing remarks and comments from. I'm sorry.
I was about to eat your ass up. You better be glad you're finna go.
I want my ass beat. Let's go.
Don't threaten her with a good time.
Like,
beat it up before I go.
I know it's a specific name.
You want to get beat first?
I'm ready. Beat me up.
Oh, okay. So first off, the character.
Call me names.
I've got an order. Let me get back to my order. So
okay.
Bite him.
Shout out to all the HBCUs that I just mentioned for sure. Got brothers that went to Prairie View. The Lou I went to, Paul Quinn. When I found out that was an HBCU, I just had to fuck with it.
Right.
All right. So the first thing is character trumps appearance. I call BS on that. And the number one reason I call BS is because your appearance is the first impression that you will make of people. I don't care if the motherfucker used to be an apostle of Jesus Christ himself.
Not Jesus.
If he was dressed as a skinhead, most of us wouldn't pay that motherfucker no kind of attention to whatever he had to say. We would be on guard from the 25th power. More than likely, if you were a 2A advocate like I am myself, your hand would be on the trigger ready. Okay? So if you're dressed like a heathen, hooligan, vandal, whatever words you want to use, that is the first damn impression that you give off. And more than likely, you will not get another opportunity to change said impression. That's the first thing I want. When you're saying that character trumps appearance, I call BS to that. If you went in for a gynecologist, if your gynecologist was dressed like Thugnificent, I guarantee you would quit. You would quit before he put his gloves on. You would quit. I guarantee you would. If your mechanic, if you went to the car shop and your mechanic was dressed like Richard Simmons, your ass would probably turn the fuck around. You wouldn't let Richard Simmons work on your car. You wouldn't. because Richard Simmons don't look like he can work on cars.
Never know.
So that's why I'm saying when you said character trumps appearance, I 100% disagree with that. I'm sure there are nice people who dress goth, but if you do dress goth, you know what the first thing comes to my head? Columbine High.
Right.
If I see you with black painted fingernails, a long black trench coat, and long greasy dark hair, first thing I'm thinking is you might have a damn shotgun under that trench coat. I ain't thinking nothing else. You could be the bee's knees. You could be the one to teach me how to understand the Pythagorean theorem greater than anybody else in the world. But because I see how you dress, my first impression is that you are a danger. And that's what I'm saying. When you say character trumps appearance, I call BS on that.
I will respectfully, I respect your opinion for sure. I'm going to stick by it though, because I think,
I understand.
but I respect and I understand where you're coming from. I just see people dripping in diamonds and three-piece suits, Gucci and Louis and all these things, and thinking,
look like a pimp. What you described to me.
Yeah, it could be.
Pimp to me.
It might be my uncle I'm thinking about. Anyway,
Your uncle sound like a pimp.
but I'm just saying I get what you're saying, but I'm still, you know, clothes can introduce you, but how you it's your character, I think, what people are going to remember. And that's just my personal opinion. And I think because I've seen too many people dressed to the nines, living their best life when they're living their best lie. And so their presentation, you know, yeah. So I'm not going to go down, but I respect yours, and I'm going to keep mine just based on what I see.
I know you getting ready to go, Doc, but I'm gonna say this, and then it's gonna be 7 and Rico.
I ain't done yet. She interrupted me.
Oh, you done yet? Oh, okay.
I broke the rule. I did. I'm sorry.
Okay, he still has some more. Okay, go ahead. I know she was getting ready to go, so I was trying to say something to her, but go ahead.
I jumped to the main point that I wanted to get at with the good doctor. That part right there. Everything else is something somebody else don't say.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back to you before I go to 7 then. But let me say this to Doc before you go. Doc, I was waiting because I know you had said that we was hoping we'd talk about some sex. So I had a dick sucking question coming, but you getting ready to go. But I can't get to that dick sucking question. So what I'm gonna do is get you to get some closing remarks, and then we'll let you. You know, we'll catch you the next time. So you get some closing remarks in, then we'll go back to Pope.
Well, yeah, I really did want to talk about sex because I work with it all the time. And what I would say, I'll still give my remarks around it. Please let people know what you want. Please talk about sex before, during, and after. You know, I work with it so much that people are just not, they're not having good sex. They're living in touch-starved, sex-starved, emotionally starved, all kind of starved relationships. That's not okay. That's not what that person, especially folks who are married, you got to have those conversations. And one thing I've noticed is it's very interesting how there's so many people, especially that I've worked with, who are legends in their own minds about how they perform in the bedroom. They really think they have it going on. You know, I've been doing this for 20 years, pleasing women, and now this one has a problem. But you weren't pleased. That was other women. The people that you were with before your partner now, they're different. You know, all vaginas are not the same. And so, you know, you got to have conversations and not make assumptions that you are in there really doing the most when your partner is not even having an orgasm and hasn't had one in 3 or 4 months. That's a problem. And then number 2, I just think I hear people say, I've heard it, you know, but he or she doesn't desire sex. And I push back and I'm like, do they not desire sex? Or is the sex not desirable? Because that's a difference. Right. So I just think I wanted to kind of dive into some of those, but You guys, I will have to just come back.
Oh,
Please,
And
So then
please
we
come
can
back.
talk about what's happening in these bedrooms because
Yeah.
it's very sad.
Yeah.
And I'm a believer in healthy sex lives. Sex lives matter.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Oh
do.
no, that's right.
You
Sex
know,
lives
I second
matter.
that.
before you go, Doc, I know you're getting ready to go on several other episodes. We have covered sex in depth, on a lot of different episodes in barbershop, when we have men and women on.
Mhm.
And I sometimes I save my topic for last, and I hate you got to go. I know a lot of us in different time zones. You got things to do, but like I say, I had
yeah, Di, where you gotta
something,
go?
something
Huh?
for that.
Where
So
you gotta go?
Because
yeah,
I had a client at 9 o'clock
yeah.
and
So
They didn't show up.
they
yeah.
pushed. No, I that's why I was texting and telling him I'm going to be a little late because
Okay.
I work in the evenings. They had to push it back. So
So we're not gonna hold you any longer,
yeah,
but I appreciate you. I will get with you. I thank Dr. Tina for giving me your
I
contact.
do
I mean,
too. Thanks, Dr.
When
and
you,
Tina.
when
we'll
you
we'll
get
we'll
off,
get with you
Yeah,
again
I
get
wish
down
I
with your
knew
next
that
client,
time.
jump
too.
back on.
What was
Yeah.
that?
When you get done with your client, jump back on.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
Y'all may be done by then. It's
We
well,
won't.
I
We
will
won't.
try if I get back off. But I really
Okay.
appreciate you
Okay.
guys having me.
All right.
And
Let's
Thank you.
I
It's nice
loved
to
it.
meet you.
I loved it so much.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I know she said.
She may have been lying though. I don't know. But we appreciate you, Doc. Let's go back to Poke so he can finish. We're gonna have
All
Poke,
right.
Seven, and Rico.
All right, Di, love you.
Love you too.
All right, Poke, finish up. Sorry about that, Poke.
No, no problem, no problem. So, and speaking about the high, I don't know if y'all know this, but there have been some high schools that had to implement dress codes, not for the children,
For the
but for the
teachers.
parents who
Yeah.
came up, for the
Oh
parents
yeah.
who came to get them, like from picking them up and from the PTA meetings, like and the same, and it's the same thing. No bonnets, no booty shorts, no with biker shorts or whatever, no halter tops. You have a bra on, shit like that. Like they have had to tell the parents of the children, your ass can't come to school dressed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I forgot because again somebody was saying that when does it start? Well, hell, it should have started in school. I know a lot of schools have dress codes. A lot of schools it's one of the things like they do fundraisers for. So make sure your ass got khakis. Like khakis. Like you have to have a pair of khakis, like, and not just a pair, but usually they'll 5 to 6 pair, so that you can wear a pair of khakis every day with a polo shirt or a collared shirt. Like this has been implemented in several different schools. The other point I wanted to make is when we're asking for, somebody said something about affordability. Gethelp.org. Anybody can go gethelp.org. It's every federally funded grant for any type of, you need help with your water bill, light bill, mortgage, rent, to college fund, the doctor bills, whatever you can think of. Gethelp.org. You need some groceries, you need groceries, gethelp.org. Whatever it is, gethelp.org. It's a great tool, and you can put your zip code in. It'll give you the facility that's where it's at, who's locally assisting you, or whatever you need. Like you can break it down right to the block. So for the affordability part, gethelp.org and government facility, government funded through grants and stuff like that, but it's nonprofit organizations that use the dollars that taxpayers spend all the time to assist folks that need help. Another thing, somebody said, like, who bad rep. So you got to caveat that. Yes, there is a such thing as propaganda, especially by the palm-colored people. I know, yes, this is true. But if there wasn't somebody doing it, it would be a lie. So, and that's not how propaganda works. So who made bonnets ratchet? The motherfuckers that was wearing bonnets. Was it all? Was it all? No, of course not. No, of course not. But enough. Enough. And we've all been through that thing, especially if you worked in any corporate structure one person can fuck up what everybody get to do.
That's
All it
true.
takes is that one person to fuck up what everybody get to do. You used to be able to smoke inside the building. Well, somebody decided to smoke in the bathroom. So now
Yeah.
you got to smoke 50 feet away from the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. So it's the same thing with the do-rags. Hey, I don't think I need to go down the street about who made do-rags look bad. I'm sure there was somebody filming it when it happened, but if Lil Pistol Starter hadn't been wearing the do-rag when he shot two techs, might not have a problem with the do-rags if the do-rags wasn't associated with ne'er-do-wells. Same thing with the pajamas. Same thing with the house shoes. Same thing with overtly covered tattoos. Like there have been bad actors with these symbols on, and it has been propagandized, and so now you see somebody in a bonnet, yeah, you more than likely gonna think they ratchet if they're in a bonnet in public. You see somebody with a do-rag on, yeah, you probably gonna think that's some thug ass motherfucker because you see him with a do-rag on. You see somebody with a pair of pajamas on and some house slippers, like hell. Matter of fact, what's the T.I. son name?
I don't know.
Look ugly.
King.
Look ugly.
King. There you go. Thank you. King got arrested in a goddamn Pikachu pajama set.
Onesie. A onesie.
Yeah,
a Pikachu onesie.
Thank you. A onesie.
Shit.
I said a set. I gave him too much credit.
Yeah.
He got arrested in a goddamn Pikachu onesie.
Yeah, he did.
Now, I guarantee you, there are other people who are looking at that, looking at somebody who's a wealthy black person. His son is in a damn Pikachu onesie at 2 a.m. in the morning with a pistol on his side.
Yeah.
It's a bad rep, and it gets propagated. It's going to be other people that'll think that you in your hell, I don't know, something girly, I don't give a fuck, something girly pajama set. You are now the same thing as King. Probably got a pistol on you. Might have two pistols on you. Probably got some weed and some pills on you. Just because one person, one bad actor has given us that. So that's another thing. Was like who gave us the bad rep? We did it to ourselves. Again, I will not dismiss the palm color propaganda, but they wouldn't have been able to do that shit unless somebody else gave them the ammunition.
Right.
And then my final thing, let me see, where was I at? Okay, new generation shit. Yeah, some of this is some new generation shit. Because when I grew up, we had school clothes, and when we got home, we had to get out of our school clothes before we could go play.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Some of this is some new generation shit. Like
absolutely.
School clothes. We had clothes that were for school, and they were definitely decent clothes. And when you got home, before you could do anything else, you had to come up out them damn school clothes, or you was getting your ass whooped.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I'll leave it right there.
Right. All right, and so what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna have 7, and then Rico. After Rico, we're gonna switch gears and switch to one of our next topics. But I'm glad you mentioned that gethelp.org because my daughter's going to college, and she a little short, so I might have to see if she can reach out to that. What's up, Chocolate Buddha? Appreciate you tapping in. Okay, 7. I think 7 changed his name to the Bear. Come on back in, 7.
You gotta take that doctor's wig off then.
Yo, check this out, man.
Oh shit! Somebody feedback.
Man, I think my shit done
The
fucked up
vacuum
again.
cleaner off. God damn, boss. That shit crazy, man.
Okay.
Hey, man, hey, yo, listen, man. Don't y'all start doing that shit on my turn, man. That shit weird. I've been quiet this whole time.
So have.
Turn that shit down. I don't know who got that shit playing in the background. That shit cooking, you know.
Somebody watching it on
Who
TV.
the fuck listening to themselves so loud? God
Let me see. All right, and so let me jail Pope. 7 and then Rico. After Rico, we're gonna switch gears.
Hey man, you ain't gotta tell him. Maybe he gonna hear that shit coming up. It's coming up.
All right, dear. Come on with it, dear. Look like he.
Now what the fuck was them gunshots? What the fuck going on, man? Hey, yo, listen, check this out, man. First of all, that bonnet shit only got bad because of black women. I don't even know who the fuck want to play around with the bullshit, bro. Hood black women don't know how to keep each other accountable, so shit start getting weird. Everybody want to imitate black women. Everybody, bro. Everybody want to imitate black men too, but the crazy thing is this, right? Why is it that when you see fucking homosexuals, right, they always want to imitate negative black people, bro? But faggot niggas only want to do that shit when it come to fucking hood women, man. You do all that hand talking and shit. No, nobody ever try to be a positive woman. That's because that hood shit is what be popping, bro. Motherfuckers want to be YNs and then let's talk about Shorty who just left, right? I respect her heavily, so I don't want y'all to think that I don't be respecting motherfuckers. She was talking about the whole sex thing. Now, if we gonna keep it to the nitty gritty, women don't know how to fuck. They just lay there. They like living sex toys. Motherfuckers just get fucked. They don't really know how to do no fucking in return, bro. Motherfuckers don't. And then they have the audacity to be like, the sex wasn't that good for me. Bitch, you just laid there. You didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So the shit is funny, man. Not a lot of now. Listen, I feel y'all want to say something. Not a lot of women know how. You know, I didn't think I had to say that because majority rules. Everybody want to talk about majority shit until the majority is on somebody else is about some negative shit, bro. Listen, most motherfuckers don't know how to fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's just the case, man. Men have to know because who the fuck is humping? Women ain't doing the humping. Niggas is doing the humping, bro. All right, so let me touch something else. So people are mistaken when it comes to education, right? It ain't necessarily what you wearing that make you look stupid. You just gonna be stupid regardless. Just because you can recall what a nigga told you to learn, that don't make you smart. I know a lot of dumbass niggas that got great grades in school and is a stupid motherfucker in the real world. None of that shit really matters, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't even motherfuckers out here talking about so I can do Pythagorean theorem. You can't even bake a cake, bitch ass nigga. You can't change a tire. You can't do nothing. Nothing for real. Motherfuckers, hey yo, I had a motherfucker tell me the other day, oh, I know I'm smart. I was like, how you know you smart? They was like, I know all the flags of all the countries. You stupid bitch. That don't matter. You're not gonna use it in life nowhere. Where is it? Where you gonna use that in soccer? When you watching the World Cup? Nigga, none of that matters. People think just because you going to school, you learning what these niggas telling you to learn, it's gonna make you smart. That don't make you smart. Because first you gotta really see who the fuck is actually giving the niggas the curriculum to be learning this bullshit. I know plenty of doctors that don't even really know how to heal niggas. Motherfuckers out here with back problems and the doctor's telling them, oh, you gotta stretch more. The doctors ain't telling them niggas, yo, stop sleeping in them soft ass beds and lay on a hard flat floor. It's better for your bones. Now, motherfuckers ain't telling niggas that kind of shit. Motherfuckers want to sell you drugs and do all this other bullshit. You're not learning. A lot of people dumb. Then you got motherfuckers out here want to tell you about how to live your life, how to be better. You got women with all these extra feminine ass solutions. That shit don't really work. It sound good. Fuck them kids. I don't give no fuck about nobody going out there trying to help these motherfucking kids out. If you're not gonna help yourself out, you a lost cause, man. It's always nature versus nurture, man. Then you got Shorty who is telling me, y'all don't be knowing what I be talking about. My bad. I'm on some other shit. I thought y'all was keeping up with what I was talking about. Third legs and table. I thought niggas knew third legs was dicks. I didn't know that y'all didn't know that. I was trying to be casual with the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta keep up, man. And no slight because you whole time. You got the Florida accent, but you got them titties out. So I know you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Then you got straight down here talking about, so I was trying to be celibate or some shit. That just sound like you was giving up some pussy to some niggas that you ain't even need to be giving no pussy to. Like, let's just be honest, bro. Stop with it, bro. I respect you. You can have sex with who you want to have sex with, but the thing is, don't try to be fucking damn near 50 talking about I'm celibate. That's all you got worth it. Niggas don't want your conversation for real. They don't care you a doctor. What that pussy hitting on? What that throat like? Let's be honest, man. Because at the end of the day, I don't give no fuck how good of a woman you are. I'm probably gonna cheat on you anyway.
With that
That's
being
my
said,
point. Thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
Alita, we'll come
snap.
back to you. Let's see what Rico got, and then we're gonna see what you got, and we're gonna
Hey,
get to our next.
hey, check this out. I'm with Jason.
Oh.
How you want me to follow that right there? But I'm gonna try. But I'm gonna try. Hey, look, I believe it was Dr. Diane earlier. She said this is way bigger than what we're talking about because it really is. There's so many things that are harmful to our communities, and it's being learned at home. The tattoos on the arm, saggy pants, and then what Seven just said, bruh. I really I'm okay with men saying that, but when a woman say that to a woman, it irritates me. Like I heard my daughter say that to one of her friends. I'm like, why are y'all saying this? Was before I found out that's something everybody say. Like, why are y'all saying it? I think
Saying
that's
what?
Yeah,
bruh
Oh,
all the
okay, got
time,
it.
bruh,
Yeah.
bruh. I just like
I hate it
those
too.
things don't fit in a corporate world. And what we need to be teaching is our children how to survive in the world of the future that's coming. Those things not going to teach you survival. Yeah, maybe in the street, but not where you want to go and get that money. And for Miss Aletha, I believe that it's a time and place for everything. We're not saying that you can't wear a bonnet anytime. It's just a time and a place. If you have to run an errand, of course you could throw on a bonnet. If you need to go pick somebody up, you need to run to the store or something. But wearing a bonnet to class, somewhere you're supposed to be evolving and becoming a mature adult that's going to fit into the today's society, it's just a time and a place for it. And Seven and ladies, I don't agree with the bear. Look, I bull crap you not. Look, I done had some women put that thing on me. You's a lie. Made me feel really good. So there, hey, that lady said all coochies are not the same. They are not the same, and some of them are great, and I appreciate those. Yes.
Yo,
All right,
yo,
that's
didn't
what's
I
up.
say most? I know I just said most women can't fuck, bro. I know
Yeah,
that, bro.
yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
Right.
man.
I just had to say that.
Let's hear what Alita got to say, and if Jason don't have them, we're gonna get to our last topic, which would be Rico, I believe.
Yeah.
But Alita, when you came on, you didn't. I know you have a business. You didn't when you do your introduction. You didn't say what business you have, or you want to put that out there, because usually I let everybody give a chance to rep their business or whatever. If you
Okay,
want
so
to.
I'm Coach Aretha. I mentor and I coach women and men on how to start businesses um and entrepreneurship. I have an academy that I built from the ground up. I'm an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. Okay. I can't focus. I can't, I can't focus with that fucking wig, bro. Bro, you fuck with that wig on, my dude. You do. Who
Damn.
takes you seriously with that fucking wig on, my dog? I'm sorry, but
Yo, back shots all day. They ain't gotta see the wig.
you motherfucking right, because I can't fuck with you with that wig on, bro.
I
I'm sorry. Okay, so listen. Um, to answer, I can't. I know y'all probably don't. It don't seem like it, but I can't see none of y'all. I can see that motherfucking wig though. Like, see, I got that. I'm
all right. Well,
visually
long as you can see that
look.
wig, we can hear you.
I'm visually impaired like a motherfucker, but that I see that goddamn wig. But listen, I don't know who said it, but I agree with the with the bonnet thing. I agree with that. Like I'm saying you it's places like you said you have it's places that you can wear and places that you can't. And I just pushed back a little bit on the bonnet being on the and at the airport. If I see a young lady, that's the only thing I push back on was like if I see her in the airport or something like that, I wouldn't look at her crazy. I wouldn't judge her. I wouldn't do those things. Because she's in the airport, she's about to get on the airplane and fly. She may have a 5 to 6 hour flight. We don't know that. She may be going to sleep. But other than that, boardrooms, presentations, schools, interviews, I mean, just you know what I'm saying. Just being presentable as a woman. Period. I'm not gonna listen. I'm gonna put some clothes on if I'm going to the store. I'm gonna do my hair if I'm just going to. I could walk outside and like 1,000 feet, there's a store right there. I'm gonna put some clothes on. I don't care. I have to look like I got some sense. And I'm saying I got daughters that wear bonnets, but they don't wear them to the store. You know what I'm saying? They wear them around the house, so they may run to the store. They might put it on, but they're presentable. So I'm not saying that I approve of it, or I say that women should be able to wear a bonnet anywhere. This thing is tripping, but
Yeah.
but yeah, like I mean yeah, I can't function with
And I'm
this
gonna
dude,
say
man.
that most guys, I mean, even some of the guys are wearing bonnets. And then we hear from Dr. Tina before we switch gears, unless Jason got something also. Most guys, I think, will see the woman or whoever in that bonnet, but best believe if that ass is popping, he gonna still want to fuck her.
Right,
He'll look past that bonnet. But wearing the bonnet out in public, I don't like
right.
seeing it. And I talked with Jason a while back on here when we was standing up. Even some of these YNs are wearing bonnets in the fucking store. So they don't wear
That's
the
crazy.
wave cap, they wearing a damn bonnet in the store.
That's
And
crazy.
that part right there, I can't get with. But just to touch on, just to say that, with these women out here wearing these pajamas I
That's
seen
crazy.
one woman wear a fucking house coat in the store. What she had on up under, I don't know, but she wore a damn house coat in the store. So they wearing some anything, but that's that
I'm
new
not in
generation
agreement.
type shit like that, and that's what they doing.
I don't agree with that
You
either.
got women now that's, back in the day, whatever they was fully clothed a little bit. The swimsuit wasn't the thong up the ass, and them showing their
Right,
camel toe pussy and shit. Now that's
right.
the new things, and guys are looking at them, and them guys are not gonna really respect the women, in my
Nope,
opinion, but they gonna fuck them.
I don't
And then
have
they
no
gonna send them on
respect.
about their business. But yet, while
Yeah,
she dressed like that, she's still talking about she want a good man. No, you're not getting no good man
crazy.
like that. You're gonna get some dick, and it might not be no good dick, but that guy don't care because he gonna nut keep on going. But that's just my thought about that right there. Because somebody always willing to fuck you and
Yeah,
get their dicks up. And if you don't, and one lady that was on here, she always used to talk about women keep your legs closed. What I told her is 2 more holes is open, the asshole and the mouth. So I mean, if she keeping her legs closed, her ass is open, and guys will hit the asshole. Some of them will. And I hate we lost Pokey. But with that being said, I need, before we get to the last topic, I need to hit up see what Dr. Tina has to say and Jason. So Dr. Tina, come on, cause you've been quiet. I thought you had left. What you
I
gonna
thought
do?
she did too. Did you hear what he said? Because I need you to respond, please.
Did you
No,
go
I
get a
actually
quickie or some shit or what?
no, I actually had a snack. I had some
Oh, that's what it's called.
brown rice with lentils and quinoa, some mixed vegetables, and some turkey.
So that's
So
what it's
I'm full
called now.
now.
Now it's called in this new day and time. It's called you went and had a snack. Okay.
She gonna shit
You got
real good.
names for it all and everything like that. So
That sounds like dinner to me.
which one was the balls? Was that the rice? I mean, no. Okay.
It was the turkey patties.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, do
With
you have any
barbecue
comments?
sauce.
So
I
anything,
put
and then
barbecue
now we're gonna
sauce
hit Jason and we're gonna change this topic up.
you know what? I don't have anything to add or contribute because I
Yes,
don't know.
you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you.
I
Yeah,
do.
I need him to repeat himself so you can
Okay, all
respond.
right, let's go.
Jason, go ahead, cause in order for me, you
But
talk
you know
about
what?
for me.
One of the things you said, Weezo, was how people dress, and so sometimes what I teach the young ladies is dress how you want to be addressed.
Right.
Dress how you want to be addressed, and
Okay.
that works for them.
Oh, that's easy. These some hoes.
Alita, you was talking about me repeating what I said.
No, I was asking the
7.
Cheeto head man.
Let's
She said
Oh,
she
she was
ahead.
If he could repeat what he said about Dr. Tina and Dr. Tina.
She heard about believe because she was still listening in.
Oh no,
She
she
waiting.
didn't.
She
She didn't
didn't
catch
hear.
that, Dr.
She
Tina.
didn't hear
She
him.
talking about Letha is talking about when Dr. Savant mentioned that her bullshit celibacy because she almost 50 years old.
Oh,
Is
that
that what
pussy
you
still
said?
smoking, man. That motherfucker still.
I ain't what you said.
See how God works. You see how he froze
Trying
up.
to be, bro. That's what it was, bro. We gonna keep it 100. Hey, give him some of that doctor throat. You know what I'm saying?
damn.
Stand there.
All right, let's hear from Jason, and then we're gonna get to Rico for our last topic. Jason, what's up? You got any comments?
You know what? I don't know if you have it, but I would like for you to implement it like off air, so we can answer some of the questions and
Oh, she
off air.
Hold up a second. When you say off air,
I mean, like
we
Yeah.
yeah
Not
we
live, because she want to be
we
able to let go and
well
respond
Backstage.
straight
here
up.
here
Backstage.
Yeah, she want to be real. She
well
want to,
once
yeah,
we
Like
once I'm
backstage.
okay you yeah because you over the organization if they understand that.
yeah.
So once
She
we
a
finish up,
doctor.
Oh
then
man.
you can
I'm gonna
go
be me
live. I mean,
regardless.
once I close out, then you can go on and turn loose and let it loose after we
Oh.
finish this last topic. Well, Jason, you got a comment?
Well, in the vein of conserving time, I'm gonna forego my comment and let's move on to whatever topic we got because let's get
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
get another topic.
All right, Rico, you the one that's got yours up. So what's up? What you got
April,
for
who's
us?
your topic?
Hey, look, I do have a topic, but hey, I'm gonna get to it
What
real
was
quick because
Jason's
I'm
topic?
ready to get backstage. But okay,
Oh,
ladies, this is for
okay.
y'all.
Hold up a
Yeah,
second before you go,
ladies.
Rico. Rico, hold up just a second. I need to say something. Well, Dr. Tina, I didn't get to my topic because I was wanting Dr. Diane to be on because I had something about dick sucking. And she had to leave. And usually, sometimes Jason comes with a topic. Sometimes Jason just kind of ride it and
Okay.
go with it. So sometimes all my guests don't throw out a topic. I don't think I'll get to ask Aletha if she had a topic, but
I don't.
but we'll come on. And sometimes I think when I asked her before, she just wanted to ride with it. So not
Okay.
all guests bring up one, but usually we have one. But like I say, mine was about sucking dick for women, not men. But I didn't bring it up because she's gone.
Dang,
So I'm
that's
sorry
accurate.
about
You don't count out Dr. Seven.
Wait. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
okay. I didn't hear you, Dr. Tina. What'd you say?
I
said,
heard men are better.
I know. Why are you gonna count him out? He want to talk about it.
Oh well, I'm gonna ignore all that. And she heard men are better. Well, they say women better eating pussy too, so I don't know. But
Yeah, I heard that too.
that's what I heard too. Rico.
You experienced it.
Prove it.
Oh
Ooh.
I
shit.
ain't gonna lie. I'm not
Oh,
gonna tell you no lie.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
about to go.
One thing about me, I do have my own organization, academy, and everything, but nothing about me is fake, and I'm gonna be real everywhere I go. So I will tell you the
Academy.
truth about that.
It was
Let's
good.
go.
A lot of women have experienced by another women eating their pussy. But
Not
I
gonna
ain't
lie.
experienced no motherfucker sucking my dick. I'll tell you that right now. Nothing but a woman.
Yo, calm down. Right?
Rico,
Hey,
go ahead.
yeah,
What you
let's get
got?
to this last
I
topic.
know.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
hey, I want all y'all opinion on it, but first I would like for the ladies to answer this. And when you give your reply, I want you to reply like you're talking to the youth. Like, because what my questions are is more pertaining to the youth, because our young women, the females, when it comes to you believe that most women would want to be a man for the ladies, yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
Stay selfish.
Okay. Do you believe? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rico.
Oh, do you believe? Do you think that women should work these hard, like women would want to work these hard jobs like men? You know, the infrastructure jobs,
No.
the bridges, plumbing, construction. Okay. And then lastly, do you believe that women
Well,
should get?
Aletha didn't answer. Rico, I'm sorry. Aletha didn't
Oh,
answer.
she shook
I
her
did
head.
answer. Oh,
She shook
she
her
said
head.
no.
No.
Wait, for the
Yes.
first
She
one,
did
I'm gonna
her
tell
finger.
you, I wouldn't want to be a man. No, I wouldn't want to. And do I think that I would like to work those infrastructure? I have, and hell no, because I've dug dishes, I've done construction, I done did it all, right? Scaffold, everything, painted, I done did it all. Hell no, like I'm in my soft era right now. I don't want to have to do what a man do. No, I sure don't. So go ahead. Nope.
Hey man, ain't none
And
of them jobs she ain't hard though, bro. You ain't working no
la-
coal mines or nothing.
Yes, now I ain't do
lastly,
no coal mines, but you
That's that
know.
real shit though.
lastly,
Okay.
do you believe that the young women would want to be drafted into for wars and stuff like men?
No.
No. I'm waiting on Aletha.
I thought she said no.
You say
Aletha,
No,
no?
I did say no, but I'm gonna say I wouldn't have mind. I wouldn't have
Okay.
mind.
But
Bullshit.
remember, you're replying
Being
like
real.
for the younger women, the younger
Oh
women.
well, for my daughters, no. No.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's what,
No.
what the fuck,
Okay,
man?
so here's my question. Why is it that most women, and especially these younger women, that y'all feel that you're equal to a man? Because we all have roles to play. A woman is not equal to a man. I love women, I cherish women and all that, but she is not equal to a man. A man and a woman have a role to play in society. And it's not, men don't want masculine women. Y'all women, a lot of women, I feel like y'all don't realize a feminine woman controls a man, a nurturer, an encourager, a woman who's going to be there to help him, pick him up when he's down. He's going to wife that woman.
Bathe him.
A man do not want to be with a masculine woman who acts just as aggressive as him, all the mouth and all of these things. So I want you to talk to the young women out there to let them know that's not going to get you married. That's just going to get you fucked.
I got you, Letha.
You can be attractive and all of that, but soon as you open your mouth and the wrong thing come out, you switch something in our head on how we see you. It's already when we first see you and approach you, we initially just want to have sex with you. But depending on what come out of your mouth, that's going to change everything. So please, ladies, when y'all reply, and of course the men can too, talk to them about these things that they should do and expect. How the man should expect these things from a woman.
Hey,
Okay,
I just want to add one thing. Yo, to that question, the first part of that question is, are these women married? How the fuck they gonna tell somebody else how to be a wife? They not even a wife or successfully ever been married.
I didn't say for them to. Well, yeah, I did talk about being married, but I want their. They're both mature women. They've been through some things with men and all that. So I'm not trying to challenge them on anything. I really just want them to, answer that question because it's too much of that going on. Women. I'm at my we have family reunion stuff, and I hear all them young women talking about a woman should be this, a woman is equal to a man, and then I have to try to break that down for them. But most of them don't want to hear that, and they're selling themselves short. So please go ahead.
I'm gonna answer like I was speaking to my daughter the other day actually, and I speak to them. So I may have this, I'm from Florida, like he said, right? I'm from Florida. That's where I'm from. But my fiance is on the phone right now. That man he gets both sides. But I take, you know what I'm saying? I make sure he is taken care of mentally, emotionally, when I get to Florida, physically, right? I have been married. I was not happy. I had to walk away if I wasn't happy. But I tell my daughters all the time, we are women. You don't have the role of a man. And I do believe in being submissive, completely submissive to my husband or even the man that's in my life. I believe in that. I don't believe in my daughters having the rough exterior of, oh, I can do it myself. I'm independent. No, you can't, girl. In about 5 years, you're gonna be broke down because you didn't have what you needed in a man. So I didn't raise my daughters to be independent. I didn't raise them to say, I can do this on my own. I didn't raise them in that capacity at all. I raised them to say, it's a mate. You are a helpmeet. And that's what it is. And that man is supposed to run a household. He's supposed to do, what he's supposed to. You're supposed to follow behind. He's supposed to be the leader. He is the leader. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell the young women that feel as though they can do all of this by themselves, it's going to be a strain. Later on, when you get older, you'll understand what I mean. When you're stressed out, when you got anxiety, your health start falling out, when you're going through different things in your life because you didn't have the help that you needed coming through life itself. It's hard to go through it by itself. And the Father himself did not intend for it to go that way. He didn't intend for you to be strong and handle it on your own. So that's how I would answer that question to my daughter.
All right, and before we go to Dr. Tina, let me once again, because throughout the show, I always like to thank our guests from watching. I appreciate the viewers out there. Hey, and remember that it's free to share. So if you're watching this from Facebook, go ahead and hit that share button. If you're watching it from YouTube, go ahead and hit that share button. I appreciate it. And if anybody watching from Facebook, make sure you click that link in the description and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. And just to point out before Dr. Tina go, I like how you was drinking your drink with that pinky up right there and shit. I said, oh shit, look at her throwing a pinky on
She
up.
classy. She a classy woman.
But she eat, and then she had to eat off camera because she didn't want to show us how she was opening her mouth up and everything. But that's all good. But she was eating her grapes on camera. But we got you. But Dr.
see
Tina,
that.
what you got?
Well, I have two things. The first thing is that I am speaking from a perspective of just not behaving to attract a man, behaving to be the woman that God has predestined or preordained you to be. That's where I'm speaking from, not to, attract a mate, etc. So I believe that, men have the Y chromosome. Women have 2X, the X chromosome. We are female no matter what you feel like, no matter what position or circumstances you're in, you are a woman. And that is a definition of female, right? 2X chromosome. It happens at birth. You have the chromosomes. And part of everyone defines a woman or being a lady or female. I mean, it's subjective to a lot of people. I'm just speaking about for myself and what I share with some of the young ladies. Like, embrace your femininity. It is powerful. You just heard the man Rico, and Jason was like, right? So you just heard them say that femininity is power.
It is.
And you will not realize or get to experience it until you embrace who you are as a woman. And for me, I know that I am weaker than a man. I know when I go to the gym and I work out, I got a little something, but I don't have a lot. The man is stronger. The man was made to be the head. The man was made to be, the laborer. No, I don't want to work in a coal mine. No, I'm definitely don't want to go and be drafted. Right. So in life, there's a season for everything, but everything has its place. And so does the woman. And when you hear a man say, know your place, it's not being overwhelming or in charge or any of those things. It's just know your place. And when you know your place and you operate in your place, you feel more powerful. You have more influence, right? Mm-hmm. So if you use the example of two women and the man is like, you should have a seat. I'm done with this conversation. I don't want to talk about it. Would you rather be the woman that says, no, we're going to talk about it right now because I want to talk about it? Or would you rather say, you know what, babe, I understand. Okay, so let me know when you're ready. And just leave it at that. It takes more strength to constrain yourself and in this capacity, your mouth, than it does to simply continue to argue. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody. And if you are a young girl and you're listening to this, I'm saying get to know who you are first, right? Because you heard earlier, the men were talking about 100%, 100%, 50%, 50%. And you have to be whole. You have to be happy, content with yourself before you can attract anybody, a friend, a mentor, a mate, right? You have to get to know who you are. And I believe that the reason why we have gender misidentity and things like that, because people don't really know who they are. And at the most influenceable ages that they're around either the wrong crowds or the things that they see, or they want to belong. But however, for the teenagers, the adolescents that know who they really are, they cannot be moved. Like, there's no way somebody could have convinced me to be a man or a stud or any of that. I don't believe there's any way that they could convince my daughter, because she knows who she is and people like that. And so I don't have anything to offer in regards to, attracting a different mate, because your vibe attracts your tribe. And if you have the right bait, you will get, what you want. But I believe that women don't look for men. Like, you don't have to look for a man. It says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. So you just be that good thing. Work on being that Proverbs woman. Work on, being a helpmate, having your things. Like, he has the steak. We talk about the table, right? He has the steak and the main. You have the garnishings. You have the sides, the vegetables, the yams, etc. And that will make a meal. I don't know if that made sense to the adults, but to the kids, I believe that, you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Okay.
All right.
Let me ask you this, and then we're gonna hit up Jason, and we'll get ready to get some closing comments. Now, I've seen you work out in the gym. I've seen your spandex and everything like that you wear. But I just got a question. Do you? And I don't think it's an all woman's gym, is it? No, it's co-ed.
Of course not.
Okay,
It's
so
co-ed.
I'm just asking you: is there men in there? Do you feel men watching you and basically just fucking you when you on a machine with your legs open over there? Because I saw you do some on some machine, and your legs was open an extra wide. Do you think that some guy in there is probably saying, "Man, I'm gonna hit that pussy"? So I'm just asking you, and what did you have on? Because when I go to the gym, I see these women in there in these little bitty skimpy shorts into these little bitty bra and panties, and
Tights.
sometimes
The
look like they
tights.
don't, tights don't look like they have on anything. So I'm just asking you, do you feel like some of them guys in there is fucking you while you on one of them machines?
Okay, great question. Because if you look at all of my workout videos or whatever that you see on my Facebook, I wear long pants. I don't wear like those. I just don't. I don't wear those kind of booty shorts, etc. Most of my things are. I always wear long pants.
But they fitting tight.
Right.
They fit because they're
Yeah.
supposed to fit. They're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
But anyway, that's what I wear. But do I think the guys are looking at me like that? Most of the machines that you do extend your legs and things like that is facing the wall. Like if you look at some of those machines, they're facing the wall. But I'm pretty sure, I mean, men are visual.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they be probably looking and saying those things. Yeah.
Okay.
But who cares?
Well, the one that I was on, I don't think it was facing the wall because I saw the camera and in the outfit that you had on, it had like a little scribbly right in the center part.
Let me share my screen because I don't know. I'm pushing back. I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna go to my Facebook.
I don't know which one it was. So
don't backpedal now. No. Because
I'm not never the backpedal, but it's one of them where you was like bench pressing or doing something.
Okay, we about
and you had on, I think it was blue, maybe, or something like that.
Can you allow me to share my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
No,
not yet.
Shorty's still in the dream, bro.
Get her a minute to get her technical difficulties together.
Thanks, Jason. For my wingman while I put
hold up a second right here. Let me see.
Here we go. No, it says sharing. Okay, excellent.
I had to wait to get it over there.
Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna go to my Facebook because, dude,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna show you which one it is. Pull it up.
That's fine, no problem. I am.
I'm just asking about it because I saw the outfit and everything like that. So
okay, all right, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I gotta minimize this. Okay, great. So now, can you guys see my new screen where it says
Facebook?
Okay, does it say Facebook now? Do you guys see that?
No, it's Facebook's Global Women Speakers.
Yeah, I'm about to start drinking, man. Fuck.
Do you see the one that says? Okay, you see the one that says Tina D. Lewis? You see that one?
No.
Well, how about this right here?
Okay, take it down because your phone number is on there. Take it down. Yeah.
So let's do this right here. So
my phone number's on there?
Your phone number was on there. That's why I said take it down.
So let's go and let's get some closing comments, y'all, and remarks, and then
here it is right here. You guys see it now. Yep, Tina, you see this? Yep, it says share this tab. So you see it now, right? It just says Tina D. Lewis, right? It just says me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I want you to show me which one. Okay, that was the dentist today.
No, this is going back.
Hey, you got some nice ass wigs, man. I dig that shit, man.
Thank you. I love it.
No, it's kind of like it's blue.
Isn't that cute?
That shit nice. I like that.
Thank you.
I want to work with something like that.
Yes, I'll send you one.
Pull that shit.
Address. I'll send you
one.
So
pull it off.
It's like where you had on something. It's like blue and white or something like that. And you wait. No, that's not it. Nope. Ain't no telling where it's at down the feed.
Right here?
No. You was in the gym and looked like you was doing incline.
Is it this one?
I don't know if it's this outfit.
The wall. Okay,
no, that ain't the one.
No
you
problem.
Was doing like you was doing incline.
What the fuck is wrong with that baby?
And yeah, ain't no telling where down in your feed. I don't want to hold everybody, but
okay, this one?
No, because the outfit was like it was blue and white or something like that.
Oh, hold on. All these outfits look the same, with just different colors. You're a freak.
So I don't know.
This boy crazy, man.
He is crazy. I love him. I can't wait to get off
Okay.
this. I could tell. Okay, so
You
yeah.
have like a million
Yeah.
posts, so but I know
Oh,
I saw it.
this one. Is it
No,
this
God
no,
damn.
no. Okay, let's
Hey,
do this.
yo, God been blessing
Let's
you.
That monkey though.
God
Damn.
damn, boy.
let's get some
Lucky.
Okay,
let's go
forget it.
ahead
I
with the
don't know. I
comments
don't know
because
which
I don't know
one
what's
it is.
it. If I find it, I'll tell you and show
Okay,
you
I'll
something.
stop sharing because most of the
Okay.
machines are facing
Yeah.
the wall when they do
I'll
that.
show you.
because they
It
know.
wasn't you was doing incline. You know what incline
Okay.
is where you lay back and you front, but it wasn't facing our wall. I don't know who was
Okay.
holding the camera or if you had it up on the rod or something. I
Right.
don't know.
Okay.
But
So to answer your
let's
question, I'm sure some people are thinking that absolutely men are visual, and that's that's what they do. Yes.
okay, cool. All right, so let's get some closing comments. Well, let's go with Alethea since she was late,
Late
thinking that the podcast is tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Bless her
And
heart,
she still
y'all.
got on. She still got on.
Yeah, I had to send her the message say you could go and come on. So, okay, any closing remarks or comments or anything that you might want to say before
I
we go backstage?
wholeheartedly
Cause it's gonna go
apologize
down
again.
backstage, so don't leave yet. Cause we finna turn this motherfucker up backstage.
Right.
I wholeheartedly apologize for being late. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I really did think it was tomorrow, so I fucked up on that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I'm not gonna lie. If you invite me back, I will not be late next time. But like straight out, like bro, real funny. I really appreciate it. The wig and all. Yeah, I see that you like wigs, and Miss Tina, you might need to ship him one.
Oh,
He might look better than a long one, and he liked the highlights and stuff. I think he liked the highlights. But yeah, I appreciate it. And it was really, really, I really appreciate it. It was nice. Oh, and hit me up on cmceacademy.co. That's my site.
What's
All right,
your
bet.
what's your Facebook or Instagram?
Aletha Robinson. I'm friends with you. Been following you for a minute.
damn.
Okay. Hold on, let me go right now.
Yeah.
So she
It's
been following you
Aletha
for a
Robinson.
minute, a whole minute.
Actually, I'm in her group. Actually, to be
Oh,
to be
yeah, she
real,
just added me to a group too.
Women Global. I'm in that.
Robinson.
Yeah,
There you go.
we should be friends.
Yeah, we are. You're so gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right.
I just said, hey, sis.
Thank
Oh
you.
shit, there's Himothy.
Yeah, that's Himothy. That ain't Dr. Savant no more.
What the what? Yeah,
That's
I don't know what
Himothy.
that is right there. That's crazy
Himothy.
right there.
That's Himothy.
That's my guy Himothy.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
him.
Like that.
I seen this one. I did. I
Yeah.
seen the one. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All
look
right.
at the baby. Is that your daughter?
Hey,
I don't know.
getting off track, ladies. Getting off
Probably
track.
so.
Oh,
All
look
right.
at
Well,
his
let's
daughter. She's so
Yeah.
cute.
let's go. Poke
Thank you.
coming while we trying to close out. But
No, let
go
him
ahead,
in.
Dr.
Let
Tina.
him in. Let Poke in.
I let him in. Come on with your
Yeah,
closing
I don't
remarks,
know.
comments.
Something when I turn the camera on, it fucks with me, so I'm gonna leave it off. But I know
All right, we
we
get some
closing
closing comments, but we're gonna be backstage in a minute, Pope.
for sure.
Okay, Dr. Tina. Doctor?
It was me?
Yeah, doc, closing comments, remarks, anything right now?
Closing comments. Can you come back to me if you don't
Okay.
mind?
Let's
Thank you.
let's go up to Jason. I ain't gonna
Listen, it's always a pleasure to sharpen myself when I come in this room and come on this podcast. Catch me next week on Wednesday. That's going to be another productive conversation. I'm very excited that we did get the grace of the presence of Dr. T and Dr. Diane and Sister Aletha. I always like to have other people's points of view on things that I agree with or disagree with. I'm open to either way. It was a lot more that should have been said, and we kind of got bogged down a little bit. We never got into the sex talk, which was necessary because I heard Dr. Savant having some issues that he needed his homeboy Himothy to help him with. And so I'm gonna hate that we didn't get into that for Dr. Savant because I don't know. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to it. I appreciate being here. Thank you.
All right, that's what's up. Rico, what you got?
Hey, this is for the young women and the young men. For the young women, you should try to listen to a man to understand him. What is that?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. That. Sorry, y'all. That's my bad.
Listen to a man to understand him and not to respond, because if you listen to a man, he's going to tell you everything just about that he wants and likes and the things like that. It's same thing for the young men, the same exact way. If you listen to understand and not to respond, it will be easier for you to find that person that you're looking for. Y'all will have chemistry. And also, don't use what that person says to you as a weapon. Meaning, if they tell you something personal, especially if it's a man, young ladies, if he don't ever use it as a weapon. Meaning, don't turn around and throw it in his face. Definitely don't say it in front of people like that, because you will lose him. He will never open up to you again. Lastly, young women out there, y'all don't know that the power that you have. If y'all set your standards higher and only dealt with men who have jobs, there will be more men that look like us that had jobs. There will be more men that look like us that own homes, or at least had an apartment or had cars. So I know you may think this man is attractive. Yeah, I want to do them. Cool. But you're going to lower your value. But stop giving it away before you actually find learn who that man is. I'm done.
All right, that's what's up. Pope. What's up, Pope?
Yeah, sorry, my Boost Mobile, where you at? Fucking up, you know. Don't know if y'all know about Boost Mobile. Yeah, I'm still fucking with them though. So
yeah,
and that's and just like right now, if I turn my camera on, that damn vacuum cleaner static ass sound to come back on, and I was experiencing that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But number one thing I do want to say is that it was actually, I expected a lot more vitriol from the ladies, but I was pleasantly surprised, especially because a lot of our women who have titles tend to act entitled. I didn't get that from you all, and I appreciate that. Although I was ready for the smoke, I kind of wanted it too, but it's okay.
You can still get it.
It's okay. It's all right. Like I actually appreciated it. It was very friendly. I'll use that word. I don't even like using the word friendly, but it was very friendly. It was cordial even. So I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I hope you all get to come back. We did enjoy it. As Jason says, we love it when we have new voices on, new opinions. The more varied, the greater the show is to me. I did want to touch on one thing. I saw the video that Wizzo is talking about. Yeah, that monkey was showing. Just FYI, I saw that. We do our research. We do our research around here. So yeah, your monkey was on display. Like, it wasn't a naked monkey, but yeah, monkey was on display. Dr. Savant, aka Himothy, aka the baddest motherfucker on the internet. Hey man,
aka the bear.
AK the Bear. I love that shit, man. Keep doing it. It's always entertaining. Love that shit. You know I rock with you, even if you go to some extremes. You can be bombastic as a motherfucker sometimes, but that shit is hilarious. I can't wait to the next show. I hope by then Boost Mobile will send me a new phone. You know, we'll work on that. I might have to switch to Nextel or something. I don't know.
Oh, get you a laptop. All right, you through, Pope? Let's go up to the Bear. Bear, what you got on closing comments, remarks?
All right, man. Listen, man. First closing comment is, it's a small joke I heard. And the joke goes, how do you know when a woman is going to start off by saying something smart? The woman says, a man once told me. That shit's pretty fucking hilarious. I hear y'all laugh, but that shit is fucking hilarious, dog. You know what I'm saying? Also, there we go. That's a real fucking rider, man. That's a real rider, man. Now, check this out. The whole bonnet shit, I ain't never really talk on it, but I'm sad that they did that shit. They shouldn't have cut it out, because I once heard a man say, and it made a lot of sense. When we were all in school, we all were in different classes. A lot of us had the higher classes, a lot of us had normal classes, and a lot of us was in the mentally retarded classes, right? So
No,
when everybody graduated, everybody got mixed in together. So nobody really knows who the retarded people are no more. So the crazy thing is the motherfuckers wearing the bonnet is the retarded people. They letting themselves be known, man. You know what I'm saying? Retarded motherfuckers do retarded shit. And they let themselves be known. That's why a lot of these people who call themselves bosses in these workplaces are actually the special needs kids, man. They just hide themselves behind these titles. A lot of these people are straight fucking retarded, man. So we all really need to do better at reading each other, man. Because a lot of people are dumb, but they just holding themselves to high standards because they think they got these titles.
All righty, that's what's up. So let's hear from Dr. Tina. Any closing comments, remarks, anything?
Oh wow. This was an experience. So I could tell you I have been on many podcasts, but this one, woo-hoo, woo, thank God for self-constrained discipline. Because man, woo, the things that want to come out of your mouth, you have to be like put, a bridle on them and put them in. But I just want to give you a huge shout out. I love the fact that you're doing what you're doing, that you're bringing people with different perspectives from, different states, just all to weigh in on different perspectives. The fact that you have intelligent Black men that are -1, that are willing to that's willing to
Shots fired.
to be honest, and just share their authenticity, to share their truth. So I love that a lot. I love the fact that there is a safe space for men. The second thing is, if you are watching this, whether you're watching this live or you're catching the replay, I want you to, yes, you can laugh at the jokes. Yes, you can, judge us all. But what I would love for you to do is just take away one nugget that can truly impact or change your life. Because at the end of the day, we've all invested our greatest asset here on this podcast, right? And that's our time. We can make more money, right? We can do time is the only thing that we cannot put in a safe deposit box. We can't get back. We can't recreate. So make sure you take something away. If you're going to invest your time, take something away. And what I'm taking away is that there is a remnant of people who are seeking the truth. There's a remnant of people that want change. They're willing to do what it takes to change. And I am honored. It was an absolute privilege to be here with each of one of you, from Rico to Jason to, we had another guy, he just had podcasts on it, just his little moments of being here. Poke.
Hey.
Like, you guys are absolutely amazing. And with Global Women Speakers, we have a men's summit because I love men. Like, you guys are the absolute best. And because I have a women's organization, it does not, take away from the men. So we have a conference every year, and I'm inviting each and every one of you where you will allow us to take care of you. It's for men. We have real estate, trucking, financing, just a host of other things. We serve you, we take care of you, serve your food, you get chair massages, hand massages. But it's a place where you can come, be authentic, and just simply learn so you can be more, do more, have more, so you can give more. And that's, in essence, what it's all about. We just want to love on you. And so to my girl, Alethea, thank you for being here. Thank you for your perspective. Thank you for your originality. Like, I had a blast, and I have never invested this much time on any podcast. They're normally an hour, they interview, and that's it. But
Well, I have a podcast too, so I'm inviting you.
Okay, and I will definitely come. I'm definitely
Sorry.
On behalf of Global Women Speakers,
yeah.
Diane, and I have many other members that I would love to put on here that, will have different perspectives. They will speak raw. Some of them are experts in their field. Some of them are just will tell you exactly like it is. They are, they're Miss Seven. I mean, Miss Savant. They're Miss Savant, like just like him, but they're women. But if I have to sum it up in one word, I just want to say, well done. Well done. This was absolutely amazing.
Right. Well, I am glad, Dr. Tina, you and I was talking before you were coming on, not, in the chat and everything like that. And I was like, some of the things you were saying to me, I was like, man, ain't nobody never asked me this and said this to me, So, I mean, I appreciate you. You even offered up, for me to have other ladies like you were just saying that would love to go and come on Wizzo Talk, and
Yes.
here a
I'll
lot
help
of
you pack it out, whatever it takes. I just see it as, you know what, you're doing something great. And you were telling me that, some people don't show up, just like today, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, that's okay. We can have a ram in a bush, because
Yeah.
nothing stops greatness, right? So I have, like I said, I have a list of women. I'll open up my Rolodex. It doesn't even matter. It means nothing to me to, put women guests on your show, and even men, and some of, my mentors. We'll talk about that offline, but yeah.
Right. I appreciate that, and
Everybody
make sure we definitely want to get the information on where the men come out and get pampered. But before I get ready to go and say,
For real.
you said
No
that,
shit.
I just want to be clear because people take things the wrong way. You said open up your Rolodex, but we're not talking about we talked about the actual Rolodex, right?
I'm talking about my contacts, my mentors, my
Okay.
clients,
I'm just being clear. Okay,
anything
gotcha.
that I could do to help you.
Okay, look, you don't know how
You're
much
my
I appreciate.
brother. You're my brother. I mean that. Like most people,
Oh,
be
fuck
like,
that.
oh,
I ain't your brother.
Wait, what happened?
Hey, folks say he ain't your brother.
Now.
Who?
I ain't your brother.
Oh,
Yo,
You're my brother.
women
Respect that. I
be
ain't your brother.
fucking dudes who they say they brothers all the
Okay.
time.
So
he don't want to be your brother. He want to be your
Get out of
lover.
here, y'all.
Okay, he ain't my brother.
He want to be your lover.
Yeah, but hey, Dr. we appreciate you, and look forward to having you on again. And we're gonna talk a little bit backstage and everything like that. And it's been exciting. When you sent me a message and you say call me, I'm like, oh shit. Usually that's not good. I've told some of the guys that they somebody's gonna cancel, but you say, oh no, I don't cancel. And so I appreciate you.
I'm committed to the commitment. If I make a commitment, I got to show up.
Yeah.
100.
All right. That's what's up. Alita, we appreciate you also. And we look forward to, we'll have you on again. We'll ask everybody to tune in on the 5th at 6:00. We have an adult topic between men and women. It's almost something like this. You never know where the conversation is going to lead. Trust and believe. Sex usually comes up when there's men and women on the show. And I hate that Dr. Diane left because I definitely wanted to talk about that dick sucking topic, but I have to catch her another time.
Oh my gosh. I think can you guys come on to our platform?
Absolutely.
Of course.
But mine is not about, mine is not about hair. That's not what we want to talk about.
And I have a podcast too, so I would love for all of you.
Y'all got everybody's name right, because Dr. Diane, I sent them to you, so you can look them up, send them, or put them in the group.
I have them.
These guys stay ready.
Ours is called Sunday Speaker Series. We have it every single Sunday without fail. It's been for years. We've had Les Brown, a plethora of other people, because I want to, give you guys some visibility, credibility, profitability, share what you do. And you know what, Wizzo, some people may want to come, on the podcast, and I want to talk to you about monetizing this. Like, it's great, but I mean, you're investing a lot of time and energy. Like, let's get you paid. Period.
Yeah. I'm definitely not monetized. I just, like I say, I've been doing it for fun, spend a lot, but have a lot of fun. But with that being said, everybody good. We up out of here. This is your boy Paul Wizzo saying we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. I appreciate your support wholeheartedly. This is your boy Paul Wizzo saying,
"Hey Wizzo, time out. If somebody go and subscribe right now, if you're watching this live, you subscribe. We're going to do a drawing for $50. I am going to donate $50. He's at 1,000 subscribers. We want to get him to 1,100 before tonight at midnight. Or let's say today is Wednesday. Let's say by Friday at midnight. So all the new subscribers, Weasel, you gotta track them so they can get their $50 gift card, right? So from tonight at midnight to Friday at midnight, that's 48 hours you have. We're saying let's go ahead and subscribe. You can watch some of the past episodes. You can be on some of the current episodes, because you got to get it now while it's free. Because when I'm finished talking to Weasel, if you have to pay to be on here, like literally, you're gonna have to pay to be on here, because it just simply makes sense. So we can give away prizes, gift cards, and dinners. And ladies talking about they want their hair did. We're gonna give you a bonnet, free bonnets. And
damn it! Damn it, man!
There's no telling what you may
For
get.
her flight.
I'm just saying.
For her flight.
You may get a wig.
That's 1,000.
All right, that's what's up. I appreciate it. So y'all go ahead and subscribe right now. Hey, again, this is Paul Wizzo saying, holla at your boy. We'll see you guys on the 5th of August. But make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out.